Okay.
So last year they were 89. So one or
Quick
two.
pause on that. Zach, how many games did you have them this year?
89.
89. Okay. All right, fair enough.
So they're going to be, I think, a little bit better than a year ago.
Okay.
But their path to getting there is going to need to be winning games like Sunday and like opening day. Where look at opening day. Marcelo Meyer has a double. Rafaela has a single, 1-0. Anthony challenges a strike, gets a walk, couple singles, 3-0.
Right.
You win. Right. Like, and then yesterday, early pitches really well. You get up 2-0. That's the way to get there. And I know once late September and October comes, we'll sit here and say, man, their lack of power might get them eliminated. But to get there, you can get there playing this way. You can get to 89, 90. What we saw mostly last year. You can get to 89 or 90 wins playing this way, but you got to take advantage of those days. So like this series in Houston, you have a night like that tonight, you got to take advantage. Like if Suarez goes out in his first outing and pitches pretty well, and he leaves the game with a lead, like those are the games you have to win.
Right. And if you're going to play games like that where you get the big bop every now and again, but you just string along consistent hits with walks and you get guys on base and whatever, you have to pitch and you have to play defense. And that's really what let this series slip. If you get timely pitching out of your bullpen yesterday, you win the game. And then it's a 2 out of 3. Say that, you know what, Sonny Gray put you so far behind the 8 ball in game 2 that you weren't supposed to win game 2. Fine, I'll give you that. But if you don't make mistakes, if Jarren Duran pulls his head out of his you-know-where and doesn't get picked off, because then it's Contreras on base, then it's an Abreu hit, then you're tied, and now who knows what happens late on in that game. So you cannot have a team that doesn't hit for power while also making mistakes, and that's kind of what showed through yesterday.
So I want to play an old, EEI afternoon show game. Okay?
Oh, God.
Caleb Durbin, 0 for 12.
Okay.
Bad series or bad sign?
Bad series.
Okay, and here's the thing. He's top 5 Rookie of the Year voting last year.
Yep.
I want to believe in him, but in the back of my mind, I do think, okay, the Brewers are a small market team that manages their operation really well, and they were okay letting him go.
Yeah.
And they just went to the NLCS. Like, is there something there that I'm missing?
Makes you wonder why, doesn't it?
Right. And one of the things we talked about before the season with this infield, you feel good about Contreras at first base.
Love it.
Second base, Meyer, you really like the player, but is he going to stay healthy all year?
I'd like them to like the player a little bit more.
No kidding, right? Story, is he going to stay healthy all year? And what do you really have in Durbin?
Right.
And I think Marcelo Meyer, when he's played, he's been good so far.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been happy.
Right.
But that's just in the back of my mind. Like, I see Durbin go 0 for 12, and I want to agree with you and say, yeah, just a bad series. And then I'm like, well, the Brewers traded him in February? Not long before spring training. They weren't that worried. And it's not like the Red Sox sent the Brewers some package of great prospects.
Right.
Like, they were okay letting him go. It's just in the back of my, and it's something that if we get to May 15th and he's like hitting 205, 210, then I'm like, man, maybe the Brewers knew something we didn't.
Yeah, I worry, and I made fun of the guys for this just a few hours ago talking about it, but there was some truth behind it. Did they recognize that he peaked being a Rookie of the Year finalist? He was a 256 hitter, 721 OPS, 11 homers, 53 runs batted in, played all over the infield. It's a good year, 2.8 WAR.
Especially for a rookie. Like, you look at that and you're like, hey, maybe they're on to something.
Right, 25 years old.
Why do you let that guy go? Like, especially small market Brewers who are just in the NLCS.
Yeah.
Traded Freddie Peralta for a package of prospects. Like, why then let a guy who's top 5 and Rookie of the Year go? Like,
Zach, bad series or bad sign?
Bad series, but I'm definitely weary of him.
I think it's something to monitor.
We're
like,
dubious?
I'm like, if we get to next week and they've played Houston and San Diego and they're 10 games in or whatever,
yeah,
and he's around 200, I'm gonna be like, ooh, like there might be a problem there. Like, again, I'm inclined to say bad series now, but he's a guy that I think they gotta, especially considering what they could have had at third base, over the last year. It's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So that's one of the headlines going in. Before we get you over to the Mass Mutual pregame show, I would keep expectations tempered for Ranger Suarez tonight. It is probably going to be a Suarez-Oviedo tandem, I would have to imagine, just because Alex Cora has said every opportunity that he's gotten, we're still ramping him up. He's not fully ready to go. He ends up making the team out of camp. They don't put him on the injured list, but Oviedo was the only guy not to go in the Red Series, which suggests to me that we may see Suarez a time or two through the lineup, and then you're handing it off to the bullpen. So what's a successful night for Ranger Suarez for you tonight?
I think if he can go 5 innings, I'll be really happy.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 4, and then Oviedo will take over. And look, I'm okay slow playing Suarez because this is a guy that when you're in a playoff series, he's got to start game 2.
Right.
So I'm okay if they need to take 3-4 weeks to really ramp him up and get him rolling.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was looking to see if I could get the over under on the outs that he's going to have on a certain sports
27.
book. Yeah, it's going to be low, but I won't worry about that. Ranger Suarez, 14.5 outs recorded. So, okay, there you go. You might be able to make some money on the under there today. That is going to do it here for the Christian Arcand Show, abbreviated. Thank you so much for joining us. John, always a pleasure. I'll see you soon, my friends.
Always a pleasure, Dan.
The Mass Mutual pregame show is coming up next. Joe Weil has that for you. 7:10, that begins, and then 8:10 first pitch. The Wills have you on the broadcast. Game 1 of a 3-game series, Red Sox and the Houston Astros. Stay tuned for the Sox, and have a great night. See you.
The Christian Arcand Show on WEEI. WEEI.
Xfinity Tech Support, Matthew speaking.
Hi, I live in a pretty remote place, like Jurassic Park remote. Oh,
Wow.
will Xfinity Mobile work out here?
Yep, the combination of reliable Wi-Fi and 5G makes it so that you can stay connected in all kinds of places. Plus, you get access to ultra-fast speeds and coverage, whether you're poolside or out live streaming with a T-Rex.
Hold still, you're about to go viral.
Welcome to a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Let's face it, you can't control energy prices. But there's good news. You can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. If your system is older, you could be paying more than you need to in energy bills. Right now, save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox home comfort system, plus an additional $500 from McFarland Energy. Take control of your energy costs, improve your comfort, and start saving. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com today. McFarland Energy, generations of warmth and trust.
If you're tired of looking for the perfect place on the Cape to call home, Liberty Green in the heart of Falmouth on Main Street is the ideal location. Liberty Green apartments are brand new at minutes from the beach and now available to rent as your new home or as the ideal home away from home or vacation spot. Check out libertygreenfalmouth.com for a full list of modern amenities and see the spacious floor plans of the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom options that are available now. Welcome to your new home or getaway spot on the Cape. libertygreenfalmouth.com.
Batteries Plus presents Power Ballads.
If you run a business in any industry, the last thing you need is some dead batteries. We got them in stock and we're local too. We dream about batteries more than most people do. Batteries Plus, there's no problem too large. Batteries Plus, we're the experts in charge.
Hi, it's Eric and Renee Peabody with Window World of Boston.
When it comes to new windows, most homeowners don't have all the facts. When you work with Window World, your curb appeal goes up. Windows beautify your home, and we offer a wide selection, including custom wood.
We also never use high-pressure sales or gimmicks. Our customer volume lets us deliver everyday low pricing from as little as $99 per month for a house full of windows installed.
New windows also improve the value of your home, and with built-in energy savings, they help pay for themselves. Your energy bills could go down by as much as thousands.
Plus, all our windows are Energy Star rated, but we encourage you, shop around. We're simply the best for less.
We've also got award-winning customer service, and we've earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. So while $99 a month for a house full of windows installed is impressive, we're even prouder of our 5-star reviews. It's time to love where you live. Locally owned.
Nationally known. Visit us at windowworldofboston.com.
Hey everybody, it's Andy Hart here. One of the coolest parts about dropping the weight with Awaken 180 is what happens after. Because once the weight came off, all of a sudden I'm looking around going, all right, what can I do now that I couldn't do before? So when I joined the Best Shape of My Life Club, I set a goal to run 75 miles in a month, more than double what I'd normally run. And I didn't just get there, I hit it in 26 days. That's the difference. This isn't about losing weight, it's about what losing weight allows you to do next. And knowing you can keep it off medication-free matters, because then the goals stop being just get through this. Now maybe it's running more, walking 18 holes, keeping up with your kids, whatever it is. Awaken 180 gets the weight off fast, helps you keep it off, and lets you start chasing goals that actually sound fun. All medication-free. Do what we all did. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Join Jones and Keefe at our opening day broadcast on Friday at Casket Flagon along with Coors Light from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come down for the excitement, the food, and of course a Coors Light for a little pregame party before heading into the park. Please drink responsibly.
Broadcasting from the WEEI studios. Every game, all season, the Sox play here. 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston, and Odyssey Sports Station.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Mutual today, feel comfortable about tomorrow. Now, here's Joe Weil.
Another game, another high-profile 2026 debut on the mound for the Red Sox. Reinhard Suarez makes his first start in a Sox uniform tonight as Boston kicks off a 3-game set in Houston against the Astros at Daikin Park. From our WEEI Red Sox studios in Boston, I'm Joe Weil, and this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Sox are looking to shake off back-to-back one-run losses against the Reds. They enter action tonight 1-2 on the year. The Astros, meanwhile, they split a 4-game set against the Angels, so they're 2-2 to start off the 2026 campaign. Reinhard Suarez, of course, was a member of the World Baseball Classic winning Venezuelan team, which is in part the reason he had his first start pushed back here to the 4th game of the year for the Sox. But the final game of the last series in Cincinnati on Sunday was defined by a different Suarez. And here is the play of yesterday's game brought to you by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
Big pitch, here it is, and it's drilled to left. The Reds are going to take the lead. This thing is absolutely crushed. 3-run homer way back into the upper deck, and it's 3-2 Cincinnati. Suarez's first signature moment in his return to Cincinnati.
It's just too bad. You know, Connolly early did a great job. Weiser threw 3 pitches over the heart of the plate right there to Suarez. Didn't get away with the third one. That one middle in fastball, and it was tattooed. 431 feet later, they take the lead.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Shot from Eugenio Suarez off Greg Weissert, and as Will said, it spoiled the great start from Connolly early, not to mention a 2-run home run as well from Wilyer Abreu earlier in the game. And the Sox had multiple runners on in the 8th and 9th innings, but couldn't capitalize, and that doesn't include when Jaron Duran was picked off in the 8th inning as well. So the Sox fall in the finale to the Reds 3-2. They've scored 10 runs now over their first 3 games, and the Sox have also gone just 5 for 29 with 11 strikeouts so far with runners in scoring position. But as we are almost contractually obligated to say at this point, small sample size, so we'll see if the Sox can rebound at the plate and with Suarez on the mound. Tonight's first pitch is at 8:10, and today's pitching matchup is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. And as I mentioned before, it is Reinhard Suarez versus Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound for the Astros. And Johan Oviedo, another offseason acquisition for the Red Sox. He's likely to come in tonight after Suarez. But sticking with the left-hander in Suarez, he signed a 5-year, $130 million deal with the Red Sox in the offseason. It is the longest free agent deal that Craig Breslow has given out thus far in his Red Sox tenure, and there is a mutual option for a 2030 part of that contract as well. And if you're wondering why I'm saying Reinhard Suarez rather than Ranger Suarez, he clarified in his opening presser that that's how he pronounces his first name. That being said, he's still cool with people calling him Ranger. But also in that opening presser, Scott Boras, his agent, shared a pretty interesting note about Suarez's background as it's related to the Sox.
Ranger had informed us that when he was young and in Venezuela, that his first really remembrances of his childhood was watching the Red Sox and the Yankees, and that he had told me that my friends rooted for the Yankees, but I always rooted for the Red Sox. So I knew that there was always an interest, an organic interest that he had here, and sure enough, Brez and the staff called us. We had a Zoom, and after the Zoom, I think it was clear that there was a strong attraction to wanting to be in this environment.
So he was always meant to be a Red Sox is the big note I got from there from Scott Boras. And now he is. And last year he went 12-8 with a 3.20 ERA with the Phillies. He set a career high last year with 151 strikeouts, 157 in the third innings pitched, 17 quality starts, and Fangraphs wins above replacement at 4.0. And since the start of 2021, Suarez ranks third among major league left-handers in Baseball Reference wins above replacement at 18, only behind Max Fried and Tarek Skubal. And that's before diving into the 30-year-old's incredible postseason numbers. A 1.48 ERA across 11 outings in 42 and 2/3 innings pitched in the postseason. And of course, he doesn't throw hard. His sinker averaged 90.1 miles per hour last year, and his four-seamer was just a hair over 91 miles per hour. But he was in the 98th percentile in hard hit rate and then 95th percentile in average exit velocity. So he induces a lot of weak contact, and that makes the defense for the Sox behind him even more important. As for Lance McCullers Jr., he's hoping to just get through a full season. He enters this year in the final season of a 5-year, $85 million extension that he signed in 2021. And after making 28 starts in his first year of the deal, he's made 21 combined starts since, and he made 13 starts in 2025 as he navigated 3 different IL stints and poor performance. He had a 6.51 ERA. He was demoted to the bullpen later in the year, and then last season he was in the first, technically worst percentile in Major League Baseball in walk percentage and chase percentage. And that knuckle curve that he has, that he famously threw 24 consecutive times to finish Game 7 in the 2017 ALCS. He had a career low 5.8 chase percentage on that pitch last year. So we'll see how the pitching matchup unfolds in Houston. Well, a couple of bright spots offensively for the Sox on Sunday were 2 Venezuelan natives. Wilyer Abreu hit that 2-run home run, and then Andrew Monasterio coming off the bench. He went 1 for 2 in that game yesterday with a double in the 9th inning. And Andrew Monasterio is the star of the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-Minute Grill with Rob Bradford, presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. And here is Rob with Andrew Monasterio.
There's no human being on the planet I would rather be doing the McFarland 2-Minute Grill more than Andrew Monasterio right now. He had a great spring training. Now he's heading through the regular season. Andrew, one of the things I wanted to ask you about was hitting left-handed pitching. You actually were really, really good at it in the minor leagues and when you get called up to Milwaukee. How much better have you become at it?
So I feel like my mindset against left-handed hitters is like you have a little more time to recognize pitches. I think that's like my key over there. Also you feel comfortable. You know, like I feel comfortable facing lefties. So I think it's something like I want to keep improving, of course. But my key is like I think I got like better view, or like I have more time to recognize pitches against lefties.
Did you feel like last year you got even better at it than you had been before?
Yeah, for sure. So my mindset always is like being better, keep improving all my areas in baseball. I mean, like base running, defense, offensively. So I want to be better. And like something I'm proud of is like since the day I signed, since today. So it was like 12 years ago. That's a long time.
Really?
Yeah. 2015. This is gonna be my 12th season. So it's something like I want to improve 1% every day. That when you improve 1% every day and like you're better than yesterday, good things gonna happen, you know. So keep it simple. For me, it's keep it simple. So like today you won 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, tomorrow is another day, you know. Yeah.
It's a great way to look at it.
Yeah. So I think that's something like bring me here. I think so. Yeah. So something like made me a big league hitter or a big league player is like improving 1% every day.
Just the last thing, how much have you improved even in the time that you've been with the Red Sox, the month and a half that you've been with the Red Sox?
So I'm gonna say this, like my hitting area, so it's way more better. So I love these hitting coaches. This is amazing. So obviously defense, base running, but like I want to like focus on my hitting because like this guy, like I don't have to like tell them what I want to improve. They know already when they, you know, when they saw me hitting. So that's something like was very good. You know, I don't even have a meeting with them. You know, it's just like we're working at the moment, like we're fixing at the moment, and we made the adjustment.
And they
right
just
there.
know you already, right? Yeah.
They know me already, and like I have like month and a half here, so that's something like made me so happy because I know during the season I want to be better than what I was right now.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, so that's Andrew Monasterio with Rob Bradford. And again, Monasterio got in the game on Sunday, 2 at-bats, 1 hit. Not in the starting lineup, though, today for the Sox with the right-hander and Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound for the Astros. And you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, brought to you by Subaru of New England. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at Subaru of New England. And coming up in about 15 minutes, Will Fleming sits down with Red Sox manager Alex Cora. And that's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. It's Truck Month. Hurry in and secure your deal on a Ford truck, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. But coming up next, we go out to Houston and bring in Will Middlebrooks. He has a call, of course, with Will Fleming tonight as we get you ready for Red Sox versus Astros. First pitch coming up in about 50 minutes. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hi, it's Will Fleming here, and Boston weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Ugh, not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For JD Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow as the Red Sox kick off their second series of the year tonight at Daikin Park against the Houston Astros. Joe Wild with you inside the WEEI Red Sox studios. And now Will Middlebrooks joins us from Houston, Texas, of course, his home state, where he was a baseball and football high school champion at Liberty Ilo High School. And Will, you know, I was looking Thanks, up. Joe. Yeah, listen, I got to pump you up any chance I can. But, you know, I was looking at your background a little bit. I know you just celebrated the 20th anniversary of the baseball team, but when you played football, you were a quarterback, place kicker, and punter. Do you ever look back in amazement that baseball somehow won out over football?
Well, I mean, I think it's more crazy that baseball went over because my dad was a high school coach for 40 years. So I grew up from the time I could walk, maybe even before. I was just spending all day, every day at the field house with my dad. You know, I was a ball boy on the team as a kid, and football was my first love. So that was a tough one to actually surpass the college experience at Texas A&M and go to play pro ball. And I just figured, hey, I'll try this baseball thing for a couple of years. If it works out, great. If not, I'll go back to school, try to be Chris Winkie.
Listen, it all worked out. Listen, you got a World Series ring, and now you get to be in the booth with Will Fleming. Hey, in terms of tonight, the big talking point, obviously, is the guy in the mound, Ryan Harris Suarez, who makes his Sox debut. Since he had a delayed build-up here, Will, what do you think the plan is for him from a pitch standpoint tonight against the Astros?
Yeah, they tried to stretch him out a good bit his last start in spring. I know it didn't go well. He got hit around a little bit. There were some walks. There were control issues. But they left him out there so he could not only just get the pitch count up, but also go in the dugout, sit down, get back up, have a few of those. So it's going to be a feel thing. I mean, I think the scoreboard's going to tell you. They're going to have a good idea just talking to him. How do you feel? Where are you at? And there's got to be some trust there that he's going to be honest. But I think if you're just watching the game, watching his command, see where he's at, I mean, that'll tell you the truth. Because it's all about command for him. I mean, he's not going to blow you away. We know that. He's like 91 with his fastball. But he lives and dies with that sinker changeup combination and then able to go in with some breaking stuff to righties when he needs to. But it's all command. I mean, he leads the world in soft hit balls and missing barrels and getting a ton of ground balls. So that's what he's got to do. He's got to be in the zone because if he's walking guys, that's where you run into trouble when you have guys like Jordan or Correa and those guys coming up in big spots.
And it's interesting, Will, as you talk about the repertoire here for Suarez, it's interesting to me, because he's been so good over the last 4 years. He's got a 3.59 ERA over that stretch. Of course, an All-Star in 2024 as well. But you mentioned the velocity there. He doesn't fit the mold of the type of pitcher we've seen Craig Breslow normally go after. So why do you think he was so heavily pursued by the Sox?
Because he gets outs. I mean, the resume's there. He's done it for a few years now there when he was in Philadelphia. And, I mean, he just backed it up year after year. And, sometimes guys like this, you don't see them very often. I can speak on this as a hitter once upon a time. You would face guys throwing 94, 95, 96, and you become comfortable with that because that's how most guys are. And then you'd face a lefty throwing 88 with movement and mixing speeds, and it was almost tougher to face that. The finesse guys were tougher to face than power guys because power guys at some point, they're going to challenge you. You don't know if Ranger's ever going to challenge you because he doesn't have to. He can throw everything for strikes. He's deceptive. It's the give and take of speeds, differentials in speeds that get you off balance. And that's really uncomfortable as a hitter when you don't know what's coming in any count.
Yeah, and for the Sox, obviously, coming into this series, they're trying to rebound offensively from what happened in the Cincinnati series. Obviously, it's still early, but 10 runs through the first 3 games. And, well, one guy it was a tough start for was Caleb Durbin. 0 for 12 through the first 3 games. Obviously, a big out in the 8th inning in that Reds game. And, of course, Cincinnati wins that one 3-2. So you look at this 3-game sample size for him in a Red Sox uniform. What's your takeaway, Ben?
I think it's a combination of things. I think there's some nerves there. I mean, he's young. We get this guy in this trade, and everyone's thinking, oh, my gosh, we got this veteran guy. He's been around. This was his first opening day also. It's a young guy in the league. There's still an adjustment period going on. He's still a good player. And I thought Alex Cora said it best. Everybody's going to go 0 for 12 at some point. His just happens to be right now, so it's standing out like a sore thumb when you come out of the gates like this. But as far as watching his at-bats and trying to figure out what's going wrong right now, he's in between. And what I mean by that is he's out front on off speed and he's late on fastballs. It's like he's trying to cover everything. And you just can't do that in this league. Guys are too good. You got to pick one or the other. Generally, you want to see guys on the fastball adjust after that. But he's even taken some, good pitches to hit. He just seems unsure right now. I think that's maybe the nerves and trying to do a little much, try to make an impact early with a new ball club. He's just got to get on the fastball and be aggressive because he's a good player.
As it's related to the rest of this team, Will, too, outside of Wilyer Abreu, who's off to a great start, and Roman Anthony, too, the team is with runners in scoring position is 5 for 29 to start the year. So do you feel like there's that similar in-betweenness just for some of the other players in the lineup?
I think at some point you have to kind of tip your cap to those arms in Cincinnati. There were some really good arms coming out of that bullpen, and generally at this time of the year, pitchers are still just a little ahead of hitters. And I mean, yes, should they have shortened up in some situations? Could you have maybe bunted in the extra innings and try to get one of those in? Sure. A little too much swing and miss right now from a few guys. And like I said, sometimes you got to tip your cap because that bullpen was impressive. I was not expecting to see triple digits from a couple guys throwing cutters and sweepers and all kinds of stuff. They were good. They had some really good arms. But at the end of the day, this is the big leagues. You got to win. You got to find a way. And, you'd like to see the guys shorten up a little bit in certain situations, especially with 2 strikes. That's a emphasis in spring training with this ball club. Put the ball in play a little more with 2 strikes.
One guy that is trying to help out the cause, as I mentioned, is Wilyer Abreu. Will, what's allowed him to be so locked in to the point he's already 6 for 13 with 2 doubles and 2 bombs?
Yeah, I saw an article a couple weeks ago. It was with a Spanish reporter, and he talked about how he was trying to stay on his backside a lot longer, which kept him square longer. And as a lefty, especially when you're facing left-handed pitching, you see guys kind of open up too early and pull off pitches. They can't reach the off-speed down and away. And we saw that double he hit to left center in Cincinnati the other day, and I think that was a really good sign. He's staying square to the field. He's not rushing to get to things. We talked about early in camp how he shortened maybe his load a little bit, so he's not as long. He's able to get to that forcing fastball up in the zone a lot more. And confidence, man, it's a hell of a drug. When you're feeling good in this game and all the work you've put in and it's starting to click and feel good, you can really start rolling. And this is a guy who can carry this team for weeks at a time.
Hey, he's been so confident already to start this year. Will, final question I had for you. This is obviously the lone series against an AL team through these first 5 series of the season for the Sox. It is odd, right? And what makes it a little bit more odd, Will, and just looking at this Astros team, is you still have some familiar names: Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, and then Carlos Correa, who's back after being traded last year. But unlike years past, they're not the favorite in the AL West. That's obviously the Mariners coming into the year. So what do you make of this Astros team?
I think there's a couple young, exciting players, and I think there's some, like you said, some vets that are still here that they're still good players. They're obviously on the downslope of their career at this point. I mean, Jose Altuve, you still got to respect the fact that he's almost got 2,400 hits. Yordan Alvarez, I think the Angels did a really good job with him just pitching around him. I think he had 3 or 4 intentional walks, which you don't see a whole lot anymore, and just not letting him beat them. But they still have good players. I mean, I don't know how much of Carlos Correa you're going to see on the leaderboards this year, but he's still a good player. And then we all know Isaac Paredes is still a good player. So this team can still beat you. I know the Mariners are the favorites here. You have Oakland, you have Texas. I mean, it's a tough division. But to your point, Joe, I mean, they're not the same Astros that was that dynasty there for a while of going to the ALCS every year.
Yeah, it's a different team, but we'll see how it plays out between the Sox and the Astros. Will, appreciate the time as always. Have a great call.
All right, guys, thanks.
All right, coming up next, we have Will Fleming sitting down with Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and that is presented by your New England Ford dealers as we get you ready for Boston versus Houston in Houston coming up at 8:10. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Meineke's highly skilled and certified technicians always treat your car like it's their own. With over 50 years of experience, Meineke will diagnose and fix any issue with precision and care using the best state-of-the-art equipment. You can always depend on Meineke to do the job right and get you back on the road in no time. Save time and schedule an appointment now. Visit Meineke.com today. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
When you think about it, New England is like a McDonald's big breakfast. Maine's your big main course, the hotcakes. Vermont's the maple syrup, obviously. New Hampshire's your biscuit, that country comfort. Massachusetts, sausage patty. Its name is Patty. Rhode Island's your hash browns, tiny but treasured. Oh, and Connecticut's scrambled eggs. Not sure how to explain, but trust me. All that for just $5. Get our big breakfast at McDonald's. Limited time only. Price participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Mark, the owners of Reliable Fence, New England's leading fencing company. Our high-quality fences protect and beautify your property, and always at a fair price.
And right now, you can save big with our annual Spring into Savings sale, where you'll save 20%. Just go to reliablefencing.com. That's reliable, FENCING.com for the best fence around.
Reliable Fence. I need a little range. Step to the range. Come on, meet me at the range.
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
When you've got a commercial painting project, you need more than ladders and drop cloths. You need it to be drama-free. So when you choose Arch Painting, you get the expertise of your own team. That includes a dedicated project manager like Sarah.
At Arch Painting, we're in your corner from start to finish. Plus, with 800 crews, many of them local to you, we're on site fast.
And when it comes to next-level accountability, we back you up at every level of the organization, from our CEO to our sales team.
Our Arch Painting White Glove Guarantee is the industry's only guarantee that starts with no money down and comes with concierge service that lasts long after the paint dries.
Plus, you can count on a strong reputation that started with our founder.
I'm Joe Giacalone, founder of Arch Painting. We've got 30 years of experience transforming spaces and building relationships. So when you're looking for a premier commercial painting partner, the Arch team is ready to roll.
Go to archpainting.com for a free estimate. Arch Painting, your project, our passion.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe Weil with you inside the WEEI Red Sox studios as we get you ready for Red Sox versus Astros in Houston. The Red Sox have won 6 of their last 8 games against the Astros beginning on August 20th of 2024. They have outscored the Astros 46-23 in that span. Before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. It's Truck Month. Hurry in and secure your deal on a Ford truck, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. And here is the Red Sox manager with our very own Will Fleming.
Opener in Houston with the manager Alex Cora, a place you know so well and have so many different memories in. Disappointing end to the weekend in Cincinnati. Couple plays here, there. You had time to reflect on it. Plane ride and a morning here in Houston. What stands out to you about the finale and the overall weekend?
Yeah, not catching in with men in position and 2 pitches, right? Suarez put a good swing on a fastball, hit out of the ballpark. I think the cutter to De La Cruz kind of like changed the game on Saturday, but overall we play okay. That's a good pitching staff, a really good one, and it felt like the line was moving until it stopped, right? So we just have to be better with men in scoring position. We've been talking about that for a few years now, and sometimes you got to give credit to the opposition. Sometimes you got to take a look at yourself and see what we have to do as a group to improve, and I think that's what we're doing.
It's only 3 games, but you said it. It's been a couple years now. Are there things in your mind that sort of as a group could get better to get more clutch hits?
I think it starts with swing decisions, to be honest with you. And swing decisions is not only not chasing, but when you get a pitch to hit, go for it, right? And there were a few at-bats that I felt we were very passive. And that's something that we noticed in the playoff last year, right? They talk about the Jays and the Dodgers, kind of like they solve the at-bat right away. If you get a pitch to hit, go for it, hit it hard, and take your shot, right? And I think sometimes we're like in between, kind of like fastball right in the middle, we take it, and then after that we chase. Well, you will chase because the stuff is really good, especially with 2 strikes, right? So we just have to, like I said before, just take a look at it, break it down, and go from there.
We've had so many conversations about how you always take the long view at this part of the year, whether it's saving relievers or having faith in starters and your hitters. It looked yesterday maybe like Caleb could use a day today, but the way it lays out, you stick with him. What's the message to him after a tough weekend in Cincy?
I haven't even talked about him about offense. It's part of the season, and at one point you're going to go 0 for 10, 0 for 12. Sometimes it's in May. It just happens that it's right now, and whatever you look at, you have no hits, right? So just go through the progression in the cage and understand that when you swing at strikes, you do a good job. He had a great spring. He's a team that he has faced a lot, and maybe they have his numbers right, but today's a new beginning. It's a new series with a new guy on the mound, and we expect him to go out there and perform.
Every time we watch Connolly pitch, he checks all these different boxes, and it felt like early yesterday he didn't maybe have his A-plus command of stuff, but then made huge pitches when he had to. What did you learn about Connolly yesterday?
Yeah, tough lineup too. Similar to these guys, a lot of righties, and they put good at bats, a lot of foul balls, but he was able to make pitches when he needed to. The last strikeout, we needed that one to move on to the bullpen. I think the changeup was okay, although he made some adjustments and then he got better, but gave us more than enough. We usually don't push guys to more than 90 this early in the season, but it's a 3-0 game, the first one, and then, the extra inning game on Saturday. So the season will dictate what you do as a manager, and we needed to push him yesterday because of what happened on Saturday.
We've all had such high hopes for Wilyer because some of the swings he's had this spring. He's had huge nights in this ballpark. Are you seeing a different Wilyer? I mean, he's so talented. We know it's always been in there, but have you seen changes from him that are translating?
I think he's getting back to the hitter he was when we traded him for Christian Vasquez, driving the ball to left center. That's something he did his first year with us, hitting doubles off the wall and shooting the ball that way with 2 strikes. And that swing the other day to left center against a lefty, that was really good. So understanding who you are, I read an article and some quotes, him trying to stay longer in his backside so he can see the ball better and thinking up the middle instead of pulling the ball in the air, which is outstanding because he will pull the ball in the air. But how you get to that point is very important. And right now he's not flying open. He's staying on pitches, and he's hitting the ball really hard.
Well, he's going to be at the top of every scouting report in every pitching room, but so is Roman. Have you seen him being pitched any differently? Did you see anything different in Cincinnati, or is it just one of those weekends?
I thought he did a good job, got on base, and got his hits. And, they're going to pitch around. They're going to keep the ball down on him and change speeds. And it's up to him now to make the adjustments. But we saw this trend last year.
After Connolly, Moran was awesome. I mean, you've had a long history with him. You've spoken so warmly about him. How cool was it to watch him have that outing?
Yeah, we needed him. We needed him there. It was very important because we were very short. I'm not going to tell you how short we were, but it was, it was him and then Chappie and maybe Oviedo in extra innings. And, for him to go through that lineup the way he did, a bunch of righties and using the fastball, that was good. And the changeup always plays. But he's an interesting guy. If you look at his numbers throughout his careers, reverse splits, really good against righties. He needs to be better against lefties, and we're going to help him to do that.
You won it here in 17, and then the next year you come in and you beat this team, your former employer. Time has passed, Alex. You've been so open about all this stuff. Does it still feel different walking into this ballpark for you?
It felt different this year. My best friend is not there, Alex. Alex is with the Rangers, Cintron. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of guys that have gone. They're not here. I think the only 2 guys left is Lance, who's going to be pitching tonight, and Jose, who's playing second base. A lot of new faces over there, but it's the same building, and it's the building that in 17 was amazing. He was very loud, and then in 18 was very quiet, and then in 21 was very loud again.
I'll never forget the 2 grand slams in 2 innings. This team is different. They have lost some pieces over the last couple of years, but still some firepower. Yordan is obviously the guy in the middle of their order. You have been willing to sort of be very careful with him in the past. Does that still apply with this club?
Yes, and you saw it on the first series. He got walked intentionally in game 1 of the season. I think it was the 3rd inning. So, I didn't miss him last year. I was looking at that video from last year, and I was like, he wasn't there. He wasn't there, but he's such a complete player. Very similar to David, just hitters that they know when to take your shot to left field. They know when they're going to get pitch around, and they will take their walks, and they know when to sit on pitches and pull the ball in the air for homers. So we just have to know where he's at all times. And, they have a lot of good right-handed hitters. They're kind of like in our situation, too. But with their infielders, you got Carlos and Paredes and Peña, Altuve and Walker. So a lot of good players. One is going to be on the bench, so you have to pay attention to that too, just in case, you're going to mix and match later on, understanding who's on the bench.
So a test for Rangel, who's on the mound tonight, and, not a good camp at all, but you've talked about conversations with Dave and Kyle Schwarber and watching past video and big spots for him. I guess you're expecting him to really flip a switch tonight.
Yeah. yeah, we all expecting that. And, he was very honest about what he was trying to accomplish in camp. Obviously, it was different because he went to the tournament. And it didn't go well for him in the tournament, and the pitch count was low. And we needed to get the volume up. We accomplished that with his last 2 outings, but, he'll be ready. How long he's going to go, he'll let us know, and obviously the game will dictate that. But he's healthy. I think the shapes of his pitches and the location were a lot better, lately. So we'll see how it goes.
And then after that, we expect to see Oviedo for some time. You've saved him for this exact spot. What stood out to you? Obviously, he didn't make it into the rotation, but when he's at his best, what does he do?
Strike thrower. When he's in the zone, he's one of the best in the big leagues. We just have to be ahead in the count and then rip your stuff down the middle. The fastball will play. The off-speed stuff is really good. He can come back, down in the count with his, breaking pitches, throw for strikes. But the keys for him is just be ahead.
Lastly, you're such a baseball lover and historian. Altuve, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, isn't he? And isn't it amazing what he's been able to do with the body type that he has?
It's just unique. Jose, he can get hits, and there's not too many of those in the big leagues, Remember Luis Castillo back in the day with the Marlins? He gets hits. And sometimes with pitches up in the zone, some pitches that bounce and he hits them, he can bunt. But when he's really dangerous is the way he started the season, when he's walking. When he's controlling the zone, that's the best version of Jose Altuve. I think he walked 25% of the at-bats against the Angels, so we got to be ready.
Thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Alex Cora with our very own Will Fleming. A lot of good stuff in there, and Jose Altuve in the leadoff spot for the Astros tonight. And you heard Will ask a question about Rangers Ron Suarez's camp with the Red Sox in spring training. He did allow 11 runs in 9 innings of work, and then he had the start for Team Venezuela against Japan, where he allowed 5 runs in 2 2/3 innings. But you heard Alex Cora talk about it, not being worried at all about what happened in camp, what happened in the World Baseball Classic. Said he was working on some things, and hopefully the switch flips tonight against the Astros in Game 1 of a 3-game set out in Houston. And you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And coming up next, we'll bring you the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups. We'll also get you the lock of the game presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. And then we'll take a look at scores around Major League Baseball with the Subaru of New England scoreboard update as well. We are roughly 25 minutes out from first pitch in Houston. Red Sox, Astros coming your way. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan now, not Nissan later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
For 130 years, Drake's Cakes have made life a little sweeter. From classics like Ringdings, Yodels, and Devil Dogs to new limited-time flavors. Try the Macchiato Devil Dog today. Creamy macchiato filling between 2 rich Devil's Food Cakes. And coming soon, salty caramel Devil Dogs. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
What is insurance? Insurance transfers certain risks between parties.
Without insurance, the economy would really stop.
In simple terms, insurance is like community.
It's protecting every last asset that somebody has built over a lifetime.
You're in it together.
You feel supported.
From the beginning to the end.
What insurance is just taking care of people. It's definitely a way of life.
Cross Insurance. Our way of life since 1954.
After a tough winter combined with harsh coastal weather, home exteriors take a beating. That's why pros across the Northeast have trusted AZEK Exteriors for over 25 years. As the #1 brand for premium exterior trim and molding, AZEK keeps homes elevated with stunning details that endure beautifully no matter the conditions. And now, introducing AZEK Lap Siding, pairing the classic beauty of traditional wood siding with modern durability. Available in 18 different colors from AZEK Captivate Pre-Finishing. Start planning your remodel today with AZEK. Order free samples at azekexteriors.com.
There's a lot to love about. There's a lot to love about you.
You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Love all the 2026 Subaru Forester or Forester Hybrid have to offer. Like standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive. Buy with as low as 0.9% financing or lease for as low as $249 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
It's baseball season in New England. Sox fans emerge from hiding, their instincts roused by a call.
Hot dogs here.
They roost between Lansdowne and Jersey Street, their primitive chants heard for miles.
Let's go, Red Sox!
Colorful creatures, aren't they? To witness these traditions is truly remarkable.
New season, same Sox fans. Here's to a great year. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow as we get you ready for the Sox versus the Astros. Game 1 of a 3-game set. The Red Sox 1-2 coming into action tonight. The Astros 2-2, and they won their last 2 games in that opening series against the Angels. Time now for today's starting lineups, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. So let's meet tonight's players, and we take a look at the Red Sox first. Roman Anthony once again in the leadoff spot and back in the outfield. He is in left after starting as the DH in yesterday's game. Trevor Story in the 2 spot. He is the shortstop. Jarren Duran back at the DH spot. He bats third. Wilson Contreras bats cleanup. He is at first. Wilyer Abreu batting 5th, playing in right field, 6 for 13 to start the year with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Caleb Durbin looking to get off the schneid, 0 for 12 to start his Red Sox career. He's back at third base batting 6. 7-8-9 looks like this for Boston. Marcelo Meyer is at second base. Carlos Narvaez back behind home plate, and Cedon Rafaela is in center field. Sonobu Masataka Yoshida in the lineup tonight for the Red Sox. As for the Astros, Jose Altuve leads things off. He is at second base. Yordan Alvarez, he is the DH, batting second. Isaac Paredes bats third. He is the third baseman. Carlos Correa, the shortstop, he cleans things up. Christian Walker bats 5th. He's at first base. Cam Smith, he bats 6th, and he's in right field. 7-8-9 looks like this. Jake Myers in center field, Yainer Diaz, the catcher, and then Bryce Matthews. He is out in left field for the Astros. And once again, the pitching matchup Ryan Suarez for the Red Sox, making his Sox debut after signing the 5-year, $130 million contract in the offseason. And then Lance McCullers Jr., a one-time All-Star, two-time World Series champion, trying to regain his old form. He gets the start for the Astros in this one. The lock of the game is presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. My lock of the game is going to be Robin Anthony with at least 2 total bases in this one. Like the way he started off the year. Obviously, everybody knows around the league already in his young career how good he is. So we'll see how Lance McCullers pitches against him. But I like Roman getting this game going with something and at least having 2 total bases tonight. Time now for a quick Subaru of New England scoreboard update. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We take a look at scores within the division. The Orioles right now are down against the Rangers 4-1 at Camden Yards. That's through 4 innings. That's Chris Bassett's first start in an Orioles uniform, and thus far he has allowed 6 hits and 4 runs through 4 innings of work. The Toronto Blue Jays are in action against the Colorado Rockies. Cody Ponce makes his first major league start since 2021 when he was with the Pirates, and right now the Rockies have a 1-0 lead against the Blue Jays out in Toronto in the top of the 3rd inning. And of course, the Blue Jays have started off their season with 3 consecutive victories. They haven't started off 4-0 in franchise history since 1992. That year, of course, the franchise won their first ever World Series title. And then Milwaukee's taking on the Rays. That game has already gotten underway. The Rays have a 1-0 lead. Who's on the mound for the Brewers, you ask? Old friend Kyle Harrison making his Brewers debut after being traded over by the Red Sox in the offseason. He gave up a leadoff home run to Yandy Diaz, but got through the rest of the first inning. And then the Yankees and Mariners get going at 9:40 tonight out in Seattle. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Big thank you to Joe Braverman behind the glass. And before we go any further, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, hang tight. Red Sox versus Astros with Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks is coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You hear that? Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you get out and enjoy it thanks to the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app. Download it and save time by grocery shopping online. Get exclusive deals and rewards points. Plus, right now, $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30 at checkout. Pick up prepared meals like sandwiches and our wicked good hot wings. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
It's tax refund season, and Bob's is bringing the wow back. Get wow-worthy prices on best-selling pieces like my Play-Day sectional with pop-up sleeper for just $7.99. Wow. I've even got flexible financing options on feature-packed bedrooms and Consumer Reports recommended mattresses. Whoa. And with tons of styles ready to ship and old furniture removal, you can get your new furniture fast and easy.
Wow.
So don't forget, your tax refund goes further at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Oh, my Bob.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for any local business owner looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Get started today at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard tree, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Participation may vary.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. Ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action. This is Red Sox Baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It is gone! Sit down! Say good night!
Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over!
And the Red Sox win! Jump on his back, fellas! The Red Sox win!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Subaru of New England. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event.
23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Nissan. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good. By Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. 110 Grill. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. McFarland Energy. The region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services.
Way back by the wall! Off the wall! The Red Sox win!
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig.
Way back! Grand Slam!
Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit newenglandmetalroofing.com and never re-roof again. North Shore Care Supply. Try North Shore adult diapers at northshore.com today. Veterinary Emergency Group, sponsored by Veg, ER for Pets, the official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio.
Two-run homer! Roman reigns supreme!
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
Deep in the heart of Texas, under the closed roof of Daikin Park, the home of the Houston Astros, we welcome you to yet another production of Boston Red Sox baseball on the radio. Tonight, the Red Sox begin their second series of the season and of this road trip, and they will take a first look at Ronher Suarez. The left-hander who was signed to the big free agent deal is on the mound for the first time in a Red Sox uniform. Lance McCullers, the longtime Astro pitcher and journeyman, makes his return to the mound tonight for Joe Espada, and the sort of new look, rebuilt, maybe for the first time in a long time, non-favorites in their division, Houston Astros. Along with a man who knows a thing or two about the Lone Star State, Will Middlebrooks. I'm Will Fleming, and we are delighted to come to you on this Monday evening. It is not your typical energy in the building. It's going to be a smallish crowd here on a Monday with school still in session, the week of Good Friday and Easter. But, Will, that does not take away the edge of this series. These longtime rivals who've hooked up so often in the regular and postseason. And I'm really excited to take a look at Suarez.
I am too, and I think this Red Sox team is excited to get back on the field in another game because things didn't go well the last two out in Cincinnati. They kind of make up for how things went, get things going, get it back on track.
Suarez on the mound for the Red Sox, McCullers for the Astros, and I think, it will be important for the Red Sox in some ways to sort of flush that last series in Cincinnati. You have the great opener with Crochet dominating on the mound. Little mistakes here and there led to a disappointing opening weekend.
Yeah, and just too many guys left on base, left in scoring position. Lots of opportunities. Sometimes you have to tip your cap to the arms because Cincinnati rolled out some dudes out of that bullpen up in Cincinnati. Guys throwing 100, guys with multiple pitches, so they were tough. But you got to see these guys make some adjustments, shorten up with 2 strikes, get the ball in play with runners on base, make some things happen.
2 for 21 the last 2 in Cincinnati and left 30 men on base. That has often not happened here in Houston. This is a delightful place for a lot of these Red Sox hitters to step into the batter's box. And we'll see how it goes tonight against McCullers. The national anthem brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on the Red Sox and all your favorites in sports and entertainment. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Onto the roof at the home of the Houston Astros. We are just about ready for baseball. Alex Cora, where he spent the year as the bench coach in the 2017 World Championship year for the Houston Astros. That, of course, is a season that brings a mixture of emotions and memories for him, but really nearly a full decade on, he is a new man, and he's got a new club to face Joe Espada, his fellow Puerto Rican. The two of them come out to exchange the lineup cards. The Red Sox in the road grays. Roman Anthony out of the dugout to get ready to face Lance McCullers. The Astros in one of their modified home white unis. They're the Oregon of Major League Baseball these days, are the Astros. They got white with blue and orange trim. And they're going over the grounds rules here at Daikin Park. For so long, Minute Maid Park, the home of the Astros, but a new naming rights deal a couple of seasons ago. And always a fun place to take in a ball game. How about today? Make it tonight. Their starting lineups.
First night game of the year, huh? Yeah, we got to get used to that, leaving spring training. All right, these lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the Boston Red Sox, leading off none other than Roman Anthony. He'll be in left field. Batting second, Trevor Story. He'll man shortstop. Jaron Duran's going to bat third today. He'll be the DH. Wilson Contreras will bat in the cleanup spot. He'll be at first. Batting fifth, Wilyer Abreu. Stay hot, kid. My goodness, he'll be in right. Batting sixth, Caleb Durbin, still looking for his first knock in a Red Sox uniform. Hopefully that comes tonight. He'll be at third base. Marcelo Meyer will bat seventh. He'll be at second. Batting 8th, Carlos Narvaez. He'll do the catching, and rounding out the Red Sox lineup, Cedar Rafaela batting 9th. He'll be in center field. For the Houston Astros, leading off, Jose Altuve. He'll be at second base. Batting second, the always dangerous Yordan Alvarez. He'll be the designated hitter. Batting third, Isaac Paredes. He'll play third base. Carlos Correa bat cleanup. He'll play short. Christian Walker will bat fifth. He's starting to heat up. Swung it well the last couple days against the Anaheim Angels. He'll be at first base. Batting sixth, Cam Smith. He'll be in right. Jake Myers will play center field, batting seventh. Batting eighth will be the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And batting in the 9-hole, Bryce Matthews. He'll be in left field. That's your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups.
You know, it's amazing. Alex Cora reminded us that there are only 2 players still on this roster from the 17 championship team, and that's Altuve and the man who hops across the first base line right now, Lance McCullers, to make the start this evening for the Astros. Altuve is still here. Carlos Correa, who went away for a while, is back, and it's 2017 all over again in the middle infield with Correa and Altuve. The Red Sox injury report is brought to you by CVS. CVS knows that where you get your medicine matters. That's why CVS is by your side right when you need them most. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. They held on to Isaac Paredes despite persistent trade rumors that they were looking to make a move. They, like the Red Sox in the outfield, have a surplus on their infield. So felt like maybe there was a match there, but both those guys, Paredes and Jarren Duran for the Red Sox, stayed put. Jarren will be in there batting third, as Will just told you. And Lance McCullers just got hammered last year, Will. They think he's made adjustments. He had a really nice spring training. The Red Sox have had success against them. It'll be interesting to see which version we get tonight.
Yeah, he missed most of 2022, all of 23 and 24. Multiple injuries, setbacks during rehab stints. It all went wrong for McCullers there for over 2.5 seasons. But looking at his stuff, he's heavy breaking ball, sweeper. He's got a sinker, a changeup. He will mix that knuckle curve in. That he's not throwing it as much, but he used to throw it all the time. That's gone down the list. It's more sweeper, fastball, changeup at this point. You're going to get spin. Supposedly the velocity's up a tick or two from where it was last season, where he ran into a lot of hard contact. Just got to get him over the plate.
Here we go. McCullers as the ball goes around the diamond, and now Roman Anthony steps toward the plate. Red Sox and the Astros. Roman mired in for him what's a prolonged slump. He's just 0 for his last 6, but had an awesome batting practice before the game today, and he digs in to face McCullers. Anthony dips his left foot into the batter's box, touches the plate a couple of times. The home plate umpire, Nate Tomlin, says it's time to go. Anthony's ready. McCullers overhead wind. Deliberately home, and the pitch to Anthony is chopped on the first base side foul. He has been ready to go in 3 of the first 4 games in the leadoff spot. He swung at the first pitch.
I like it, right? Every pitcher wants to throw a first pitch strike, start their outing on the right spot, but luckily that one rolled foul because there's a little sinker under the bat.
4 for his first 13 with 3 walks. 0-1. The pitch to Roman is a good one. Strike on the outside corner. He's not going to overpower you with stuff anymore, McCullers. That was a cut fastball.
Which that's interesting because last season he threw that 5% of the time, so maybe that's something he's trying to mix in more to these lefties.
1-2 to Roman, just underway in Houston. McCullers into that windup. He throws, and Roman swings and misses. He's struck out. Another cutter.
All right, that's new from McCullers. Like I said, he hardly threw that much in his career, even last season. But if somebody who has lost a lot of time and had a ton of injuries, has kind of had to rebuild who he is, maybe that's a big part of who he is going forward.
So Roman's had some swing and miss of late, and here now is Trevor Story. Back in his home state, right-handed hitter. Off to a really nice start, although he has struck out a bunch. He takes a fastball high for ball 1. Actually, Trevor, 2 for 16, but the at-bats have not felt like that. I think he's made a bunch of loud contact. It's one of the Red Sox 3 home runs. 1-0 from McCullers. Here's the pitch. And Trevor checks his swing. He does not. He actually fouled it into the mitt of the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Time and Temp is brought to you by Plymouth Rock Auto and Home Insurance, made for Boston sports fans. PlymouthRock.com/Red Sox. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trevor. McCullers takes a deep breath, says yes. And here's the 1-1. Trevor takes one right there. I'm not sure what he was looking for. That's a sinking fastball center cut.
Yeah, well, if you look at who McCullers was last season, it's spin, 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 fastball just to show you and set you up for more spin. So far, fastballs and cutters.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is the only hitter in the lineup tonight who's had any experience facing McCullers. 1-2 to Story. Here's the pitch, and Trevor swings and misses. Wow, that was a nasty changeup. Now that's two very impressive punch-outs to start his night.
Well, Lance McCullers pitching totally different than anybody I think was expecting, right? It's hard to have scouting report on a guy with not much on the resume over the last 3 seasons. But this is a Lance McCullers throwing stuff up there that I'm not sure was on the scouting report.
All right, here's Jarren Duran, who's 2 for his first 10 into that left-handed batter's box. He's been known to go the opposite way into the Crawford boxes here. He, against McCullers, takes a cutter off the plate and in for ball 1.
Yeah, this is one of those situations as a hitter, you're getting with the hitting coaches in the dugout going, all right, this is what he's going to do. Let's change it up.
Just on the fly, 1-0 to Duran. Pitch is swung on and missed. I mean, that's been a weapon at cutter, and it's 1-1.
Now, big league scouts do watch these teams in spring training, so maybe they saw him throw that in spring training, so maybe they are aware of it. Just not sure they were expecting to see it this much this early.
1-1 to Duran, 2 down the pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball on the right side. Christian Walker's got it. He'll take it to the bag. That was brilliant stuff from Lance McCullers. 3 up, 3 down. Ronher Suarez to the mound for the Red Sox. Scoreless game of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My best advice to you when hiring a lawyer for your injury case is simple. If you know court personnel, ask them who they'd hire. They know. If you know an insurance adjuster, ask them. They know. And then ask them about us. Ask them about Morgan & Morgan. They know. I look forward to talking to you soon. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sox fans, Boston's homegrown Tasty Burger is back inside Fenway Park. That's right, Boston Bread Tasty Burger returns as the official burger of the Red Sox. Head to a Tasty Burger stand inside Fenway Park to grab one of their fresh cooked-to-order burgers. Or pull up a stool and watch the Sox game from one of Tasty Burger's lively bars. Now open 1 block from Fenway Park as well as in Back Bay, Harvard Square, and Central Square, Cambridge. Pair a Tasty Burger with a hand-spun milkshake or ice-cold beer. Tasty Burger, the official burger of the Boston Red Sox. Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps. Cisco Brewers Fenway, serving local beer and scratch cocktails at their indoor-outdoor beer garden with live music daily, now open for the season.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Ronher Suarez for the first time in the Red Sox uniform is going to face his countryman Jose Altuve as we get underway in the bottom of the first inning. I believe Altuve just called for time before the first pitch of the game was thrown to avoid a violation. He greeted Carlos Narvaez, so it's a triad of Venezolanos, and all eyes on Ronher Suarez trying to really take a step forward after a shaky spring training. The first pitch in a Red Sox uniform misses just outside, a sinking fastball, and it is ball 1. In fact, it sounds like there's a Venezuelan contingent here in the home of the Astros. Chance of Jose, as he so often hears, the 1-0 is a strike at the top of the zone. That looked a little better there, a little more intent from Suarez, a cutter at the top of the zone, 1-1.
I actually loved the first pitch. It was about a ball off the plate, but Altuve is one of the most aggressive early in counts.
Here's another one that comes in. That is another strike. And is Altuve immediately challenging into the first inning? Well, that's ballsy.
It was a changeup. It was close.
Nate Tomlinson is the home plate umpire. He better be right in this case, Altuve. It looks like the functionality in the ballpark's a little off. On the television, we see that it was a ball. That is an awful, I guess, overturn for the Red Sox. The ballpark hasn't shown the fans yet, so Altuve was right. It missed by 2 inches.
That was the first real malfunction we've seen inside of a stadium. But it was 2 inches below the zone. That's the thing with Suarez. He has such late movement. It makes hitters have a hard time squaring him up, but it also, the umpires have a hard time seeing that late movement as well.
2-1 to Altuve. The pitch is on the ground to the left side. Story goes to a knee, glove, spins, throws to first. Wide, a good play by Contreras from keeping it in front. That was almost brilliant from Story. He did really well just to get to it. And it was almost like he was on a skateboard there, spinning on his knees, and he threw wide of the bag. And Altuve, who got the challenge right, has a leadoff hit.
Yeah, Trevor's playing over in the 6th hole. Really heavy pull where he was positioned initially. This ball hit just a few steps left of straight-up shortstop, but hit pretty hard. He gets to it really well. Would have been a phenomenal play had he spun on his knees and made a throw from there, but pulling Contreras off the bag. You said it, Wilson. Great job getting over there to get that.
Well, this is trouble now because this is one of the most feared hitters, one of the most complete power sluggers in all of baseball, Yordan Alvarez, and he bats with Altuve at first. Here's the pitch, and it is in there. Ranger does look good. That was a beautiful four-seam fastball for strike one.
Yordan 2 for 5 with a couple strikeouts.
But the Angels walked him right out of the gates in their series over the weekend. They split 2 apiece. Here's the 0-1, and that looked really good, but called a ball.
Yeah, they intentionally walked him 3 times. Can't say I blame them.
If you can, you should.
Yes, absolutely.
He is absolutely lethal. Casts an intimidating presence in the left-handed batter's box. Suarez throws, and Alvarez takes a ball. He's got to be pinpointed. I mean, that's been the calling card for Ron Hare in his 8 major league seasons. Came over from the Phillies. He's a great defensive pitcher. Mixes and matches. Double play depth to Alvarez, and he rips one into right field. That's a base hit. That was a sinker right there, and here come the Astros. They got 2 on with nobody out in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, both hits so far off the 2-seam fastball. Suarez's command does look better than it did. I mean, that's not saying a lot coming from where it was in that last spring training game against the Twins, but that one found more middle in, too much plate where you just can't miss. You're lucky that one stayed in the ballpark when you're facing a guy like Alvarez.
Well, here comes Isaac Paredes, as we said. So many rumors suggesting he would definitely be traded this offseason, but he's still here, and he bats with 2 on and none out. Big jam early for Suarez. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Paredes had the big 2-run double yesterday to salvage a split for the Astros. So far this year, he's just 3 for 16, but all 3 have been doubles. Contreras plays off the bag behind Alvarez for this right-handed hitter. The pitch is on the ground, foul outside of third. Contreras at first, Marcelo at second base. You know that Story's at short with Caleb Durbin at the hot corner at third base. Willier in right, Sedan in center with Roman back down and left, and Narvaez behind the dish. Defensive alignment brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. No score, but 2 on and none out for the Astros here. Now Paredes will call time.
Now, something to pay attention to, and I don't know if this is going to change how Suarez pitches and go about his business, but Alex Cora said, hey, we don't know how long he's going to go. We got Oviedo out there to piggyback him.
0-2 is a line drive in a center field, a base hit. 3 straight knocks for the Astros against Suarez. This is a discouraging start for Ron Hare. But exactly right. I mean, Oviedo, the plan is to piggyback him. But unfortunately for the Red Sox, this is a continuation of the man they saw in spring training and in the WBC. I mean, that's not a terrible pitch to Paredes in on the inside half.
Yeah, all 3 hits on his sinker. The sinkers are finding a little bit too much plate so far. It's not really working to the corners like you normally see him.
Well, here now, Carlos Correa. Back where it all began for him. Suarez throws, and that was very close, but called ball with a changeup. I think ABS has a chance to hurt Suarez as much as anybody in the game.
Yeah.
Because he got a lot of calls on the margins of the zone, and he may be challenged more than anybody this year. 1-0. Huge spot is on the ground. Should be a double play. Story to second for 1. Marcelo to first. 2 double play. That is a trade they'll make all day long. Big pitch for Suarez. And they're 2 down with a run in for the Astros.
Yeah, you'll take that, absolutely. You'll trade a run for 2 outs. That was a cutter up and in. The Correa hit right off the label, not hard at all, right to Trevor Story. Taylor-made double play.
Suarez has been among the best left-handed pitchers over the last 5 full MLB seasons, and he is at his very best in the postseason. 2 down, here's Christian Walker with Alvarez at third, and a pitch misses outside from Suarez, whose first pitch was brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Hurt in a car or work accident, you gotta get Glassman. 1-0, Suarez working quickly. Change up just outside, and it's 2-0. They've jumped all over him.
Yeah, it's been several pitches, probably 3 or 4 so far, where he's missed maybe an inch off the plate and not getting the call.
He's there to make the play. Well, with the way that inning started, that's a great job by Suarez to limit the damage. Astros score 1 and leave 1. To the second we go. It will be Contreras, Abreu, and Durbin on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's breakfast time at the McGee Manor, folks. Jenny goes in for the oat milk.
Dad.
Ooh, a rare spill from McGee.
Jimmy, he's doing it again.
Jimmy steps up to the plate. Will it be a clean sweep?
It's baseball season, isn't it? Perfect.
He goes for a hash brown. And that tater is gone!
Along with my appetite.
New season, same spirit. On and off the field. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep. Get coaching and insights for every age, stage, and cycle. Track over 140 habits. Get a 360 view of your training and workouts. Never miss a second of data with a wireless and waterproof charger. Expect all new features all the time.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Wilson Contreras leads it off in the top of the second. 1-0 Astros. McCullers throws, and Contreras, who was just a behemoth in batting practice, takes a sinking fastball inside for ball 1.
Yeah, he was launching to left. He hit a couple off the batter's eye and center, which that's a graveyard out there, and a couple backside as well.
Hit the ball hard yesterday in Cincinnati. 1-0. Little pause at the top. The pitch is right there. It looked like he wanted to see one in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's 2 sinkers in a row. I guarantee Contreras, after how last inning went up there looking for the cutter, didn't get it. Color's doing a good job of mixing things.
1-1. Infield backed up all the way around. Here's the pitch, and Wilson takes a curveball. That's the first he's thrown outside. The heart of the order is brought to you by M. Vutra. Ask your doctor about M. Vutra, or visit mvutra.com. AMVUTTRA. Hitters count for Contreras. McCullers delivers. And there's a swing and a miss. That is a great sinker. This stuff looks awesome tonight. It's 2-2.
It's the best he's looked in a long time. I'm guessing, I mean, not guessing. He's as healthy as he's been in 3 years. It's a big part of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Wilyer Abreu, the hottest hitter on planet Earth, is out on deck. Love to get traffic on for him. That'll be up to Contreras, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Wow. Change up. It's been a clinic so far. 4 outs in a row with 3 strikeouts.
Well, in a league full of throwers, McCullers is pitching right now. My goodness. He hadn't missed a spot yet.
This is a man who, in that series against the Yankees in 2017, threw 27 consecutive curveballs. He was an all-star that year. The title won right here in Houston. And here is Wilyer Abreu. He loves hitting here. McCullers comes home, and Wilyer takes the ball outside. That was a fastball.
Yeah, 379 with 5 taters here at this stadium.
He has just done it over and over again. He's red hot at the moment. What a series in Cincinnati. 1-0. Pitch is swung on and pop foul on the third base side. I thought that was the right point. That one lands out of play that Alex Cora made. It's not the pull side power that tells you Wilyer's locked in. It's the doubles to left center.
Yep.
Like the one he ripped after the Duran pickoff yesterday. 1-0 Houston. Top 2. McCullers. He winds, and the pitch is a check swing, and they'll say he went around at the plate. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. And Abreu's 6 for 13 with 2 bombs and 4 driven in. Of course, this is the team that traded him to the Red Sox for Christian Vasquez, who's back with the team as their backup catcher. 1-2 to Abreu. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 3. Wilyer knew it. And that's a sinker perfectly at the top of the zone outside to him. This is incredible. 4 strikeouts through 5 hitters. And with 2 down, here's Caleb Durbin. The Red Sox struck out too much in Cincinnati for a team that's been built to not do that. Now here's Durbin trying to get his first hit, and that is another perfect fastball in the outside corner, strike 1.
Well, today 4 strikeouts in the first 5 batters, so let's turn that around.
Caleb 0 for 12 with 3 strikeouts. McCullers delivers. There's a ground ball on the left side. Correa to his right, plays it to the forehand side and throws first in time. Hitting over, 6 up, 6 down. Nothing doing against McCullers, who looks like it is 17 all over again. Angel Suarez back to work after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Let's face it, you can't control energy prices. But there's good news. You can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. If your system is older, you could be paying more than you need to in energy bills. Right now, save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox home comfort system, plus an additional $500 from McFarland Energy. Take control of your energy costs, improve your comfort, and start saving. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com today. McFarland Energy, generations of warmth and trust.
In the season of spring, rediscovering, cleaning, finding things you forgot about? Look at this, your old membership card from the video rental store. I bet you get some points on that you never cashed in. How about finding money that's owed to you at findmassmoney.gov? 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. If you file a claim online, you could print the claim form from your inbox. See if you're on the list of money owed to you at findmassmoney.gov. That's findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
Look for the WEEI Street Team in and around Fenway Park on opening day this Friday. Snap a pic with our opening day commemorative photo frame and scan the QR code to enter for a chance to win a Shaw's gift card. Brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Angel Suarez back to the mound, trailing 1-0. Cam Smith swings at the first pitch, pops it up behind second base. Marcelo cool with everything. Little hop makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Hey, just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up signature select spiral sliced ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last.
Seems like Suarez is going to need to be at his very best with how McCullers looks so far.
Totally.
So that's a good start. Here now, Jake Myers, who is a glove-first center fielder. One of the great defensive players in the game. He takes a pitch just inside. From Suarez, 1-0.
Well, I love the adjustment. They were all over Suarez two-seamer in that first inning. All 3 hits against that. He's gone to the cutter and four-seamer.
1-0 is popped up again on the right side. This one more toward first and toward the foul line and in foul ground. Wilson is there to make the play. 2 down.
Well, you got to make adjustments on the fly, especially in the big leagues when you're facing hitters like a couple of these in this lineup for the Astros. They clearly had a plan to attack that two-seam sinker from Suarez. He hasn't thrown one since then. It's been all cutters and four-seamers with a changeup mixed in.
He faced these Astros last year and was really good against them, so he knows this lineup, although it is different looking this year. Myers was the 7th batter as Diaz in the 8-hole takes upstairs. The 7th batter brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. He'd been hurt in a car work accident. You got to get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. 1-0, the pitch. Just low and inside. Good curveball. One of the first he's thrown of those, and it's 2-0. He's right around the zone. This does not look like the guy who we saw in camp.
Much better.
Way back on the infield, over to right in the outfield, the 2-0. That's in there. Nice back. Well, really kind of a sinker on the outside corner, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that 1-0 breaking ball, Narvaez, you could see it. He wanted to challenge it. It might have just got the corner, but he didn't want to waste it this early. We think they learned from that one.
2-1 pitch. That one did miss. Speedy Bryce Matthews out on deck. On here. He's now thrown just 24 pitches. He really did a nice job settling into that first. Double play, of course, helped. 2 quick outs here in the second. The 3-1. That's hammered high and deep down the right field line, slicing toward the pole. Willier in the corner. He leaps, and he almost made a spectacular play. It was just outside the line and into the padded corner. 3-2.
Yeah, off the bat, you're thinking, did he just clip him down the line? It jumped off the bat. Yiner's got some pop. We know that. Saw it at Fenway last year.
Well, kudos to Ben Johnson and the Nesson truck directing that shot, and whomever is the cameraman down there is doing an awesome job. You don't often get that shot in foul ground that quickly.
Yeah, climbing the wall, a little Spider-Man action down the line. Just almost made a heck of a play.
So now 3-2 with 2 down. Here it is. And it's a broken bat looper to short over the head of the leaping Story and into the outfield, a base hit. Trades a bat for a hit. That's a little unlucky for Suarez. Got it right where he wanted. About a 2-out single.
Well, I'll tell you what, the cutter is really good right now. He's throwing it where he wants it. He's missing barrels. Been a lot of jam shot pop-ups. That one got some firewood out of it, but went down a Warrior.
Get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard when we can. So much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Couple AL East teams already in action. Yankees not long off. Here's a pitch to Bryce Matthews, a superb athlete. He's a high school quarterback star here in Houston. Then went on to play quarterback at Nebraska. And because of his defense in left field, he won a spot on the club. 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Changeup.
That was filth.
Great stuff there from Suarez, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, he set that up with that first pitch sinker that was placed perfectly at the bottom of the zone. That one comes out of the same spot. Changeup ends up about 6 inches below.
A lot of 2-strike counts early on for Suarez. It's where he wants to live, and here an 0-2 foul back and a 4-seamer. He did that one up a little bit by his standards.
Yeah, he has options now. He can back foot breaking ball here, or he can go cutter in on the hands off of that 4-seamer, which he's feeling the cutter right now. I can see him going to that until they make the adjustment.
Matthews' third game. He's 1 for his first 5 with 4 strikeouts. 0-2. He is in there low. That looked good. A curveball. But it was called a ball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's one of those. It never was meant to be a strike. That was just purely to see if Matthews would go fishing down. Matthews that was a 4-seamer right down Broadway. Right. I mean, split the plate in half, belt high. He was late on it, thankfully.
That was the old, I'm going to challenge the rookie. I don't think he'll do that again. 1-0 Astros in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With 2 down, here it is. That's right there. You know what? He basically did do it with a sinker right over the heart of the plate. Great stuff there from Suarez, and the inning is over. Red Sox need some offense now. They trail 1-0. They need the first base runner, Meyer, Narvaez, and Rafaela. When we come back on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Introducing the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback, redesigned to give you more of what you love with a bold new look. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, elevated tech and safety features, and powerful new styling, the 2026 Outback is the safest and boldest Outback yet. The all-new 2026 Subaru Outback, starting at $34,995. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaws Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
CBS knows where you get your medicine matters. It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but we're part of it, making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded. It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed, and also just what the doctor ordered. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys have been Boston's go-to injury attorneys for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you've got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. That's 617-777-7777.
Hi, this is Marcelo Meyer. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
And Marcelo will lead it off as we go to the third inning in Houston. Lance McCullers has been fabulous. He's retired the first 6 hitters. He's thrown just 21 pitches. The next to Marcelo is a ground ball softly on the right side. Underhand flip from the first baseman Walker. 7 up, 7 down. Marcelo told me before the game he was going to try to put one in the Crawford boxes the other way, which for a left-handed hitter is the right approach here. That was anything but. More off-balance pitches being made, and there's one down.
Yeah, McCullers is just begging you to swing. He's throwing everything in the zone except the changeup, cutter, sinker combination. He's only thrown one breaking ball, which is surprising.
Carlos Narvaez, for some reason, was not comfortable standing into the box, so he calls for time. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. McCullers got 4 of those tonight. First one to Narvi is perfectly placed on the outside corner, strike 1.
He's dialed in right now.
Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. None on, 1 out. Sox looking for a base runner, trailing by a run. The pitch. Narvaez drills one high and deep. If it's fair, it's way out of here. It's hooking, just barely foul.
My goodness, that was on the train tracks over everything. I was just hoping to hear it doink off the foul pole, and it just missed it.
Hit that cow in the face. It's the chicken is fair Chick-fil-A polls. He destroyed that ball. 0-2. Here's the pitch, and that's outside.
It's good to hear a loud noise coming off a Red Sox bat.
I almost fell out of my chair.
Like Joe did.
Right where you're sitting. The Benintendi catch that secured the win. 1-2. Carlos Narvaez pitch. That's outside. Good take. I love talking to Carlos Narvaez. He's so quickly emerged as a true leader on this team.
Yeah.
It's like he's been in the big leagues for 10 years. So level-headed, so in the literal sense cool. Nothing bothers him. 2-2. Pitch is lined into right field. Another hit for Narvaez. Boy, is he off to a great start. He is now 4 for 7, and at last, praise the Lord, the Red Sox have a base runner.
And 3 of those 4 have been line drives to right field just like that. That was a changeup. He saw it out of the hand, let it get deep, fired a little liner to right.
Well, don't you think those 2 swings are related, Will? I mean, if you're thinking the other way, you can always cover in.
As a catcher, if a guy pulls a fastball, I'm going soft after that.
You do that pretty often. Here's Cedon Rafaela, right-handed hitter.
Pause.
1 on, 1 out. Pitch in the dirt and outside. You know, you get a little scared sometimes. Cedon in the early going, 3 for his first 10 with just 1 strikeout. He's put the ball in play. 1-0. Crawford boxes becking him, and he swings and misses at a big sinking fastball in under his hands. And it's 1-1. Yeah, Carlos hit that foul ball 403 feet at 107 off the bat. And he launched into right field. And that's his swing. That's when he's at his best. 1-1 to Cedon. McCullers out of the stretch for the first time. He takes right there. That's a fastball. I mean, it is the bottom of the zone, just where McCullers wants to throw it. I think Cedon might want to rip at that. It's 1-2.
Yeah, McCullers doing a good job of crisscrossing the outer half. You know, everything's starting at the corner. Some are cutting off the plate. Some are running back to the middle of the plate, and he's getting some takes on good pitches to hit.
That's that old Justin Verlander thing, who became a star right here. Everything looks exactly the same until the last 5 inches. 1-2. Cedon swings and grounds one on the left side. It is picked beautifully by Paredes to second for 1 over to first, 2. Double play. Well, the Red Sox fought for a hit. They got one, but immediately an inning-ending double play, and Cedon spikes his helmet in disgust. I think he thinks he had something to hit right there. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Astros on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Spring is back in Red Sox Nation, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As the official lawn care provider of the Boston Red Sox, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass. Built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Join Jones and Keefe at our opening day broadcast on Friday at Casket Flagon along with Coors Light from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come down for the excitement, the food, and of course a Coors Light for a little pregame party before heading into the park. Please drink responsibly.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom of the third, and for the second time, the top of the Houston order to be Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, and Isaac Paredes, all 3 of whom got hits to begin the first. The third inning brought to you by Citgo. Club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents a gallon in your first fill-up. Alex Cora made us the point in the pregame show about Altuve. The pitch to him is a good one. Strike on the outside corner. He said he's at his best right now because even though he can hit anything, I mean, he's one of the great bad ball hitters of his generation. He's walking now. He's really seeing the strike zone. 0-1. That's line foul outside the line. That was extra bases all the way, but a little outside the chalk, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, nice little combio from Suarez right there.
Altuve's incredible, isn't he?
Oh, man. 12, he's 8 away now from 2,400 hits. So many.
To me, he should go in the first time he's up on the ballot. The 0-2 is fouled back to the screen. He did a nice job to stay alive there.
Yeah, I'll be curious to how that voting goes.
Yeah, you got the scandal around him.
Right. But as a player, it's a Hall of Fame player.
Well, especially the position he played for most of his career. Really good, even in spite of some real defensive hiccups at times. 1-0 Astros in the third. Pitch high. For me, he checks all the boxes. I mean, the numerical stuff, the league leadership, and a lot of things, the postseason heroics. But he also just, throughout his entire career, who in the sport would have said that he was not one of his generation's greats.
Yeah, just consistent.
Here's the pitch, and it's lined on the ground inside first. He covers all lines. That bounces to Abreu off the retaining wall, and Jose Altuve does what he has done so many times. Beautiful piece of hitting for another leadoff hit.
Yeah, look, he fouled off a couple tough pitches to get that one. That was a sinker actually in on the hands, front door two-seamer back to the corner. He fought it off and hit it right over the bag at first base.
He's now 4 for 10 against Suarez. And it's just a remarkable hitter. The 3-time batting champion. 4 times in a row more than 200 hits. And here's the terrifying Yordan Alvarez.
And not to mention, Altuve could benefit a lot from the ABS system because he's going to have a tiny strike zone because of his height.
This man does not.
This guy's is probably twice the size of Altuve's strike zone.
Well, and you don't want to put anything into it right now because it could go a long way. At least it's left on left for Suarez. The pitch is just up and in. Ball 1.
Yordan generally, though, kind of reverse splits at times where he hammers lefties.
He's now played 24 games against the Red Sox, 370 with 7 homers and 21 driven in. Here's a high drive to deep right field. If it's fair, it's to the moon. It is, and it is gone. Wow. NASA put a tracker on that one, 3-0 Houston.
That was a cutter from Suarez. He's trying to go away with it. Stayed arm side, stayed inner third, up in the zone. Alvarez hammered that. 109 off the bat. It says 394. Not sure I believe that one.
It was certainly majestic, that's for sure.
Yeah, 37-degree launch angle. I mean, it almost hit the Raptors here.
Well, that's why it's so important that Altuve gets on base in front of him. You can't put him on then. Here's Paredes swinging a high pop-up, shallow center field. Marcelo goes back, in comes Cedon, but Meyer will be there to make the play. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, he missed so much all of last year, Alvarez. The Red Sox did not get him. He's one of the best sluggers in the entire sport. I mean, he's a generational power hitter, and he has had enormous heroic postseason swings himself in World Series wins. Here now, Carlos Correa, speaking of, he drives one foul out of play on the right field side, strike 1.
I will say both Altuve and Correa, as long as they've been around this league, they have stayed in such good shape. I mean, they look exactly the same as they did 8 years ago.
0-1, pitch to Correa, a little bit low and outside. This was about the only place he was willing to waive his no trade from Minnesota to come back at the deadline last year. It really didn't work out when he returned. Here he takes a pitch that's just outside, and it's 2-1. I will never...
I mean, at that point, Minnesota was getting rid of everyone.
Yes, they were. Other than Joe Ryan, 2-1. Line drive into right field. It hangs up, though. Abreu comes in and has to reach up and make a head-high catch. Out number 2, a lot of loud contact. I'll never forget coming here in 21. The Red Sox, a magical run, beat the Rays in the divisional series after Bogarts got Cole in the wild card game at Fenway. And then they came here and had a lead in game 1, and then Carlos Correa launched a go-ahead home run, and after taking 2 steps, pointed at his wrist and said, "It's my time." Here's Christian Walker, who takes a curveball low for ball 1. The next day, the Red Sox would hit 2 grand slams in 2 innings. Rafi Devers and J.D. Martinez, and they would roll in that game. And then game 3 back at Fenway Park was where that series turned. The 1-0 was a strike on the inside corner. They had Nate Eovaldi come out of the bullpen. Jason Castro was at the plate. Laz Diaz behind the dish. We needed ABS that day because the Red Sox sure could have used it and probably would have gone on to take a series lead. 1-1 pitch is fouled back our way. Screen right behind the plate, and it's 1-2 with Christian Walker at the plate. Cam Smith on deck, who's on deck, presented by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. He's the one guy, Alvarez, you want to avoid in this order. And again, that's why Altuve's so critical for them. 1-2. in the dirt. I think the Red Sox will give him nothing to hit if nobody's on base.
Can't. That's what happens. I mean, in one mistake, backup cutter, 400 feet later, it's 3-0.
You know, the shame of it is that Suarez was really wobbly early, but since then he's pitched well. But that mistake was a big one. 2-2 outside. That was what Alex Cora told us before the game, that really it was a base running mistake, but just 2 pitches that changed that whole series in Cincinnati. Hope you're not saying the same thing about that one to Alvarez. 3-2. 2 outs, 2 in. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a really good curveball, and the inning is over. But Yordan Alvarez launches. Wow, was that impressive. We go to the 4th inning, 3-0 Astros on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Hey, Sox fans, add another Boston Hall of Famer to your summer fun lineup with Boston Harbor City Cruises. From epic skyline dining cruises to whale watches, ferries to the Harbor Islands, P-Town, and Salem, plus high-speed thrill rides on Godzilla and more. Getting out on the water is a shipload of fun for everyone. And book now for the sure-to-sell-out Sail Boston Tall Ships Cruises this July. Proud partner of the Boston Red Sox. Book today at citycruises.com/Boston.
For 130 years, Drake's Cakes have made life a little sweeter. From classics like Ringdings, Yodels, and Devil Dogs to new limited-time flavors. Try the Macchiato Devil Dog today. Creamy macchiato filling between 2 rich Devil's food cakes. And coming soon, salty caramel Devil Dogs. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
There's Roman Anthony leading off the top of the 4th. Sox could sure use a jolt here, trailing 3-0. The pitch to Anthony is taken for a strike, cut fastball. You got their first hit off the bat of Narvaez, and an immediate double play. You need the top of the order to start something right here. This thing has not gone well so far. The pitch to Roman is outside.
As we saw from this hitters groups with Pete Patsy last year, they did a really good job of the second, third times through the lineup making an adjustment against starters, picking up something, tendencies, pitch mixes, something, and having a little more success.
1-1 is grounded foul outside of first. McCullers has needed only 34 pitches. We take 10 seconds for station ID. Shaw's and Star Market, Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming and the Texan Will Middlebrooks here in Houston. Red Sox trailing 3-0 in the top of the 4th. McCullers doesn't have the one he wants. Now he says yes. Here's the 1-2 to Anthony, and it is swung on a grounded foul again. So many ground balls early in this season. Of course, Roman has got some good memories of this particular ballpark, the group play for Team USA, where he was just absolutely on fire.
Yeah, McCullers kind of getting back to his old ways. That's 3 curveballs in a row.
Yeah, so kind of setting him up to go back to it the second time through. Here's the 1-2. Outside. Well, maybe now then it's, okay, this is the meeting we had before the game. Let's get everything, the soft pitches, up out of the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, but if you're McCullers, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No
I mean, he's been nasty.
2-2. Pitch to Roman is swung on and driven high into right field. Back on it, Smith at the track. He will get there and make the play. Kind of a top spinning liner. Roman just barely missed that. For him, that's a soft out, hit 100 miles an hour, and there's one away.
Yeah, another curveball. That one got was down and in. It looked like it got in off the barrel just enough to top spin it and just get to the track.
But an encouraging swing for Anthony.
Better swing, better at bat.
So 1 down now for Trevor Story. He's got a lot of family and friends. Dad of 3 is TS10. And he's got a mob scene when we go to Arlington, just down the road from his house. He takes a fastball high for ball 1. Story struck out swinging his first time. 1-0. Pitch to him. Swinging a shot foul down the left field line. It was better. I think they're on the curveball a little bit here. But it is 1-1. 4th inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. The deadline to file taxes is now. Don't miss the chance to donate your car to Cars for Kids for 26 tax deduction. 1 ball, 1 strike to Story. Here's the pitch. That's low. Good take. It's 2-1.
Did you break our monitor?
No, I did not. You're the one fiddling with it.
Yeah, now. I'm trying to fix it. It went black. We got nothing.
2-1. Pitch. Fouled back. He's trying to give us another foul ball. I told him he almost killed me yesterday. He said, I'm sorry about that.
You got to get that signed, by the way.
I will. Just don't stay in your lane.
Listen, I'm handy.
He's over here trying to be an AV specialist. I like it.
Somebody's got to do it.
There it is.
It worked. You're welcome.
You didn't do anything.
I looked at it right.
2-2 to Story. Pitch. That's outside. Good take. They'd love a base runner in any form at this point. Get speed aboard. You in 15 speaker cities. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Trevor pops it foul. It'll get into the seats and out of play.
You know, for a guy not throwing that hard, and I say not hard, his four-seamer's 93, which is below league average nowadays. It looks like an uncomfortable at bat because of how he's moving the ball around in all quadrants.
3 balls, 2 strikes. One of the longer at-bats of the night. McCullers winds. He throws. Trevor swings and misses. He chased one there. And sweeper. That's the 5th strikeout for McCullers. And 2 down for Duran. Sox on EEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. The final days of Truck Month. Hurry in and secure your deal on a Ford truck, the official truck of the Red Sox. You do not need to say it twice to people down here to get to a dealer and buy them a pick-em-up truck.
That's right, brother.
2 down for Duran. Pitch to him is foul at the end of the bat. It is amazing. I mean, everywhere you go, including the driveway of our hotel here with a big 1-5 sticker on the back of a massive white truck.
Yeah, blessed with the presence of Kevin Millar.
Uncle Kev is in the house.
Uncle Kev. Highlights and all. Highlights and traps.
He made Lou in the television open. He made Lou's teeth look like they were brown.
He's got some pearlies on him.
He loves coming to do these games in Houston. About a 3.5-hour drive from his ranch right outside of Austin. If only he had any personality. 0-1 to Duran. 2 down, top 4. Sox trailing 3-0. Contreras would be next. Here's the 0-1. Duran takes a ball outside. Do you think when an offense struggles like this, and as good as McCullers has been, it's harder for somebody like Story to lay off a pitch away in a 3-2 count like that?
Yeah, totally. You're just trying to make something happen.
1-1 to JD. His swung on and missed. Fastball.
And guys are getting frustrated, too. You start looking up this early in the season, you have no hits, 1 hit, 2 hits, whatever, and you're looking at a batting average that starts with a 1. And you know how fast it can change. You get a couple hits in one game and you're batting 250. That's how quick it changes, but it can get in the head of a hitter at times. I know it did for me.
Jaron is 2 for his first 11. Story 2 for 17. 1-2. Here it is. Curveball swung on and missed. He got him. Clinic from McCullers. 6 strikeouts. The Red Sox have only had 1 base runner through 4. Ouch. Bottom 4 next. 3-0 Astros. Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Worried about car repair costs? Relax. Meineke has you covered with flexible financing solutions customized especially for you. For tires, brakes, engine repairs, and more, you can trust Meineke to get you safely back on the road now and in the future with multiple payment solutions available. No worries. Meineke will make it easy for you. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Schedule an appointment today by visiting Meineke.com. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
It's Jim from Ace Ticket. We all know it's been a tough winter, but soon the white snow will be gone, replaced by Fenway Park's green field. Opening day is around the corner, and the Yankees come to town early this year. So now's your chance to get Yankees tickets starting at just $60. Now is the time to get early season savings or get your seats now for a summer game at Fenway. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on all Red Sox, Boston Celtics, and all your favorites. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Hey, Red Sox Nation, what if you could replace your roof once and never think about it again? With interlock metal roofing, you get the last roof you'll ever need. Strong, stylish, and built to handle New England weather. Backed by a lifetime warranty and trusted by homeowners across New England for over 25 years. Make the smart switch today. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com or call 866-733-5811 for a free quote. One roof, one call for life. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Be sure to stop by the WEEI and Drake's Cakes table after the Red Sox home opener this Friday from 4 to 6. We'll be sampling favorites like Devil Dogs and try the new Mochaccino flavored Devil Dog. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Cam Smith leads off against Ronher Suarez, and he takes ball one, a curveball that missed down. 3-0 Astros. They have totally dominated this game thus far. Suarez has looked sharp at times, but one huge mistake to Alvarez. This is a good changeup in there. It's 1-1.
I'd blame Millar. No offense.
It's easy to blame him for most things. He's got this rubber rattlesnake that he carries around in his truck along with other weapons. The 1-1 is grounded to short. Story's got his second hop with a throw to first in time to get Cam Smith. And he tries to get guys with it. Like the first time I got in his truck to ride, I think we were going to play golf somewhere.
Was it like curled up?
It was curled up underneath the driver's seat.
Oh, no.
It didn't get me too bad.
I was going to say, I could see you coming unglued, like pulling a hammy, sprinting down the street.
He uses it a lot on the golf course, too. Here's Jake Myers, right-hander. Swings and fouls one off on the third base side.
It comes with a hook and like a string, and you can clip it to someone's like pants.
Make it follow them.
And they turn around to start running, and you think the snake's chasing you.
People are terrified to death. 0-1. I hate snakes. That pitch misses outside. We went out to my in-laws' ranch over Thanksgiving time.
The San Antonio area?
Yeah, the hill country. Beautiful.
Yeah.
1-1. Swing and a miss. In this part of the world, they call it a deer lease. And we went out there.
I've been to a few deer leases.
and the worst thing my father-in-law could have possibly said to me was, man, we've seen more snakes this year than we ever have. 1-2. Is a check swing. Did he go? No. Luckily, we didn't see any that time. But, they come out when it's warm, cold-blooded. And when it's hot, they're just out there bathing. And he was, like, gleefully scrolling through his pictures showing me these, 10-foot-long rattlers.
I grew up living this life.
I guess they're not 10 feet, but they sure feel like it. 2-2. Pitch. Way high.
By your measurements, probably 10 feet.
It's all relative for me. I mean, they're like trophies for these guys. They go get them and
make a belt,
kill them, and put them up on trees and stuff.
Hey, you make a belt.
I want nothing to do with them in any way. The 3-2 is drilled to left. This is high toward the boxes, but actually it's going to top spin off the end of the bat a little bit for Myers. Roman in front of the wall is there to make the play. 2 down.
Whew, that one scared me a little bit. That was a cutter, middle of the plate, but Myers hit it off the end of his bat just enough.
You're driving around these, hill country properties, and all these sinkholes all over the places, brush and wood everywhere. Just a nightmare. No thanks.
I'll tell you a snake story in a minute.
Here's the pitch to Yainer Diaz, strike on the outside
One of my
corner.
friends, now this is Texarkana, Texas, and this is outside the city, my buddy's house, and they had like a man-made pond, and it was stocked with catfish.
0-1, swing and a miss.
And it was our job. We were like 8th grade, 9th grade. They would go feed the catfish, but the snakes knew when the food was coming out, the snakes would come out, and they would try to get the catfish.
Whoa.
They were big old like water moccasins.
Oh.
It was our job then with a 22 to take care of the snakes.
To save the catfish.
That's it.
0-2. The pitch is just inside.
Oh.
Narvaez wants to challenge. Wow. That's interesting.
Look at two-seamer came back.
Catcher is challenging.
But that tells you he's totally certain, because he told me before the game, well, I'm not challenging until late in the game. He better get this one right. Here it is up on the video board. And he did not.
I mean, that's a hair off. That's frustrating.
I mean, it is. It's 1/10 of an inch away.
0.1.
But again, he said, I want to play the game for the first 7 innings like there are no challenges.
Yeah,
I think human instinct just takes over.
Yeah, and I think the movement with Suarez's pitch, it can even trick him at times because it's so late.
He's trying to help his pitcher out. It's human nature.
Of course.
1-2. Pitch is a chopper toward third. Durbin races in. Room service hop with a water moccasin. He throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Just protect the catfish at all costs. Red Sox are trying to dive into the pond when we come back for the 5th. Contreras, Abreu, and Durbin on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You hear that? Spring has sprung, and Shaws and Star Market can help you get out and enjoy it thanks to the Shaws Deals and Delivery app. Download it and save time by grocery shopping online. Get exclusive deals and rewards points. Plus, right now, $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30 at checkout. Pick up prepared meals like sandwiches and our wicked good hot wings. Shaws and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
Boston baseball fans, it's Will Fleming. Spring in New England means baseball is back and backyard season is beginning. TimberTech Decking combines innovative technology with durable materials to deliver the beauty of wood without the maintenance. Built to handle the elements season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at timbertech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Weekends aren't for stressing about yard work. They're for stepping back and loving what you see. Reclaim your Saturdays. At United Ag and Turf, we know the right equipment makes all the difference. Get 2.9% financing for 84 months, plus up to $1,750 off select compact tractors. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're united. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealer. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. See dealer for details.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Wilson Contreras, who strikes me as the kind of guy who'd have some snakeskin boots, leads off in the top of the 5th inning. It's Lance McCullers, who, the Florida boy, he probably does own some gator or snake boots.
Call them, I'm not going to tell you what I call them. Something kickers.
Yeah, poop kickers.
Yeah, those.
Here's Wilson Contreras.
Doesn't sound as cool.
No, not even a little bit. And Abreu. And Durbin in this 5th inning. Sox got to get something going. Just one hit. The pitch. Swing and a foul. Right back to the screen. 110. It's the number of pitches now thrown in the game. It's brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. Do you think snake is gluten-free?
I've never had it.
Gotta be. 0-1. Pitch. Ooh, that's right there. He'd like something to look at like that again. I think he's maybe guessing curveball.
Yeah, Wilson's swing has looked a lot better over the last couple.
One for his first 10, but he has walked 4 times. McCullers a long pause. As the clock hits 1, he winds the 0-2. That's outside. Sometimes I think these pitchers, when they try to game the hitter and wait forever, a guy like McCullers, is in such a good rhythm.
Kind of frees
themselves. Yeah. 1-2. Looking for a spark. Pitch. Swung on a miss. Wow. That's just awesome. That changeup.
Right on right. Gross.
7 punch-outs. And with one down, here's Abreu.
Today's Red Sox code word of the game is H-Town. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. H-Town.
The big H. People down here call it. Willier digs in. He loves hitting an H-Town. Here he swings and misses at a high fastball. That was challenge. 93, and it's 0-1. It's too early to worry about the offense overall. I don't think it's too early to think about maybe some tweaks they might make to the lineup.
Yeah.
Those guys get going a little bit. This guy's so hot. Might want him a little higher. The pitch is outside.
If I'm making the lineup, which I doubt AC is going to let me do it anytime soon, I'm switching Duran and Abreu.
Mm-hmm.
Give Trevor a little more some protection at all. Get him some more fastballs to hit.
1-1 to Abreu. Pitch. Swinging a foul. He took a mighty rip at a cutter. That one got in under his hands just enough, and it's 1-2. I mean, we've seen from Story, when he cools off, it can be a while, and then when he gets hot, he carries the offense for a couple weeks.
Sure, but when he's cold,
get more good pitches to hit.
Cold. Yeah. Did go deep the other day, but he has struck out a lot.
1-2 to Abreu. One down in the 5th. McCullers delivers, and Willier takes a curveball that slipped out of his hand. It's 2-2. Orioles and Rays, both in action. Yankees start in about 30 minutes in Seattle, the 2-2. Abreu bloops one into shallow left field. I think that's going to sink down for a hit. It is. When you're hot, you're hot. Red Sox and Willier will definitely take it. And it's a one-out hit for Caleb Durbin.
I mean, the hardest hit ball today was a strike. It's a foul ball by Narvaez. He hit 400 feet. That one, I mean, just floated off the bat. It got all in on the hands. And that was a sweeper right there off the pine tar.
So here's Caleb Durbin looking for his first Red Sox hit. Willier not much of a threat to run. Double play depth behind McCullers. The pitch low.
McCullers just hasn't made a mistake. We're in the 5th, and he literally hasn't made a mistake. Good time for it here.
I'd rather he do it to Meyer with 2 on and 1 out. Marcelo's out on deck. 1-0. Is just low. Good take by Durbin. He is patient. You want him to get on base.
Well, I need to see him a little more aggressive. He's taken a lot of fastballs early in counts for strikes right down the middle.
He looked caught in between yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
2-0 to Caleb. Abreu leading. Here's the pitch. And it is swung on a chopped foul. That's another one. It's a fastball that did come in on him. It's 2-1. The Rangers are in Baltimore, Camden Yards, and they lead 4-2 in the top of the 9th inning. Meanwhile, Tampa in Milwaukee, the magical Brewers, who won all 3 of their games, they lead the Rays 2-1 after 6. 2-1. That's outside. Good take. They're going to appeal. There's no way that's a swing. It wasn't, and it's 3-1 now.
Depends on who you ask.
That's a good point. C.B. Buckner, though, not in the building. Is there any way Durbin can expect a fastball here?
It's hard. I would expect a cutter for McCullers.
3-1 pitch is swung on in a double play ball to short. Correa to 1 knee to second for 1 over to first 2. Double play. Frustrations continue. Man, nothing going at all. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Astros 3, Red Sox nothing. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan is responsible for this ad. John Morgan is licensed in Florida and Tennessee. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
In the season of spring, rediscovering, cleaning, finding things you forgot about? Look at this, your old membership card from the video rental store. I bet you get some points on that you never cashed in. How about finding money that's owed to you at findmassmoney.gov?
1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. If you file a claim online, you can print the claim form from your inbox. See if you're on the list of money owed to you at findmassmoney.gov. That's findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you go and enjoy it. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Right now, get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
Let's face it, you can't control energy prices. But there's good news. You can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. If your system is older, you could be paying more than you need to in energy bills. Right now, save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox home comfort system, plus an additional $500 from McFarland Energy. Take control of your energy costs, improve your comfort, and start saving. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com today. McFarland Energy. Generations of warmth and trust.
The Christian Arcan Show. Weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bryce Matthews, the 9-hole hitter, to face Suarez. I think Oviedo is already throwing in the Red Sox bullpen. We'll see how many more pitches Suarez throws. I probably don't want to let him see the heart of the order too many more times. That is 65 that have come home for Ron Hare. That one missed for ball 1. Pitch low. So we told you on the Subaru of New England scoreboard, Orioles are losing, Rays are losing, Yankees in Seattle. That's the Mariners home opener. White Sox are closing in on a win against the Marlins after being swept by the Brew Crew. 2-0. Fouled off. Matthews lost his helmet. 2-1. How about the Washington Nationals? The Phillies are off to kind of a shaky start. The Nats went crazy. Paul Taboni's group beat them 9-2.
When the Rangers took 2 of 3 in Philly to start the year. But guess what? It's the 4th game of the year.
It is indeed.
A lot of baseball to go.
2-1. Outside. And that's what the Red Sox hitters have got to be telling themselves, because right now there's just not much going on.
Didn't they start 1-4 last year?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I wish it didn't have to be like this, though.
Especially after you win on opening day.
Yeah, just be a lot more fun.
3-1 is high and deep into center field. That thing is way back, and it is way gone. I mean, that is a big boy home run for Bryce Matthews. You do not see balls hit that often by right-handed hitters here. That was tremendous power, and it's 4-0 Houston.
Well, he got himself a cutter, and it was right down the middle. He put a great swing on it. 434 feet, 111 off the bat of Matthews. That was touched.
Oh, I mean, it's the old adage. It doesn't matter who's at the plate. This is the big leagues, and that's why someone like Suarez cannot fall behind in counts. That thing was obliterated. 434?
I mean, pitch. For a guy known for his speed.
Will, I've been coming here for years and years. I mean, really?
Balls don't go up there very often.
They don't. I mean, like J.D. Martinez hit one there one time. He hit one off the Budweiser sign above the batter's eye, too, as a pitch misses.
See, that's just stupid.
It is.
Did he really?
He did.
That missed a 500-foot homer.
It was just cranked.
What year was that?
That would have been 19.
Was the ball still juiced?
That one felt like it. The 2-0's way outside. I think this is going to be it for Suarez. I said I thought it was Oviedo, but it might be somebody else just trying to get warm and then maybe
Oviedo give him a clean
get out of this inning. It has not gone great for Ron Hare. 3-0. That's a strike, but called a ball. I thought it was right in there, but no. 4-pitch walk. Let's see for the Red Sox. It is Oviedo is warming, actually. Who knows? Might be that time. Then again, I mean, it's only the 5th inning, so you'd like to, it's at this point, it's kind of just piecing it together to try to get as many outs as you can so you don't have to burn the bullpen in a game you trailed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here's Yordan Alvarez, who bombed one last time. He almost gets hit by a pitch. Sinker inside, ball 1. I still cannot believe that Bryce Matthews hit that ball. You felt it. I would like to experience that one time in life. What it feels like to hit a baseball like that.
So you can hit your pitching wedge about that far.
Barely.
in elevation.
If I couldn't, we'd have some problems. 1-1 to Jordan, who knows a thing or two about hitting baseballs hard. Right on the sweet spot. The pitch is fouled on the first base side. You know, Joe said this the first time we saw Jordan Alvarez, and it really has stuck with me. This dude looks like Willie McCovey. He just does. Part of it is the number 44, but the body type, the swing, the power.
Yeah.
He is unbelievable. And in a lot of ways in the modern game, one of a kind. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That was good from Suarez. And sort of a too little too late, and that will be the last pitch that he throws. So Suarez gets his third strikeout in his debut, but not nearly enough tonight, particularly with the Red Sox offense in neutral. Well, Suarez is gone. Johan Oviedo to make his Red Sox debut, and we return 4-0 Astros in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Whether you're headed to Fenway, the beach, the mountains, or just cruising around Boston, it's always better in a Ford SUV. Like Ford Explorer, our most popular model with seating for 7. And check out Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, both equipped with GOAT modes to handle any kind of terrain you run into. Check out our whole family of award-winning SUVs at your New England Ford dealers. Proud partner of the Boston Red Sox.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Johan Oviedo takes the mound for Ronher Suarez. Suarez takes a seat on that bench in the third base dugout. He will not be happy with himself for the way it went today. And the tone was kind of set right out of the gates for Suarez. First 3 Astros hitters, single, then a double play, drove in a run, and then the big blow came in the third off the bat. Jordan Alvarez, a towering 2-run homer. So it is now 4-0, 7 hits for the Astros, 2 for the Red Sox. Check of the score brought to you by Veg ER for Pets, the official emergency vet group of the Red Sox Radio Network. Oviedo's a massive man, Will, and the Red Sox pitching group hoping to unlock some stuff in this guy.
Yeah, and you know, looking back at his numbers, the analytics, even watching his video, it's all about throwing the ball over the plate. I mean, he has pure swing and miss stuff. We talked to Andrew Bailey about it. He even said, look, he throws balls down the middle and gets outs just because the jump on his fastball, the late movement, the velocity, extension, all that. He's got to try not to be Greg Maddux. He doesn't need to be perfect right on the corner. He needs to just focus on the big part of the plate and get outs.
Lost his spot in the rotation in camp to Connolly early, now out of the pen. Isaac Paredes swings at the first pitch and fouls it off on the third base side. And it is 0-1. It is just going to be very difficult in this series to not stare at Isaac Paredes and think about what a fit he might have been in this Red Sox lineup that's looking for right-handed hitters.
Well, it's easy to think about that right now with Durbin struggling out of the gates, too.
0-1. Pitch. That's in there, but called a ball. A little low, maybe. 1-1. So Jose Altuve's been on base all 3 times. Alvarez has hit a 2-run homer and singled. Top of their order producing. Meantime, the Red Sox, Anthony, Story, Duran, and Contreras 0 for 8. Sox with only 2 base runners. Here's a drive to deep left field, hooking foul outside the pole. And it's 1-2. This guy's been a great hitter for a long time. Never forget when the Tampa Bay Rays acquired him, all of a sudden he became one of the great hitters in the American League. Sort of how it works down there.
It was kind of one of those moments where you're like, who is this?
Right.
And this guy can hit.
1-2. Pitch is fouled right back to the screen. Born in Mexico, big lumbering guy. He's got tremendous bat-to-ball skills. And now he will call time and step out. With Correa out on deck.
He started the game at second base the other day.
They have too many infielders.
Played one at first as well. He's the one moving around.
1-2. Outside. And in the dirt, Carlos going to pick it up. Altuve off. Throw not in time. Good dirt read there by Altuve. So wild pitch. Mighty Mouse is on the move again. Not much Carlos could do there. And think about the Tampa Bay Rays, who are always wheeling and dealing. Remember, they traded Chris Archer to Pittsburgh. And in that deal, they got Glasnow, Austin Meadows, and Shane Baz, who just signed an extension with the Orioles. And then a couple years later, when Austin Meadows stopped hitting, then they traded him to the Tigers for this guy, Isaac Paredes. 2-2. Oviedo's ready. Pitch. That almost hit him. It did. Wow. That was not even close. Curveball, no intent, of course. But a wild pitch and an awful miss with a curve, and the Astros have 2 on.
Tell you what. You got to see some changes. Red Sox are not playing good baseball.
Not even a little bit. You had the dominant performance by Crochet. Everyone was flying high. Roman Anthony was on base 4 times in the opener. And then other than some big swings from Wilyer Abreu and a good start from Connolly earlier, there's not a lot the last 3 days to feel good about. 2 on, 1 out. 4-0 Astros. The pitch is swung on a miss. Correa was trying to just hit one into the Crawford boxes. In December of last year, he came to Houston for Kyle Tucker, who now, of course, makes $60 million a year for the Dodgers. 0-1. Chopper foul. Outside of third, and it's 0-2. Feels like the Red Sox need something to jolt them at the moment, and that's hard with the way that McCullers is pitched on the mound. But in this juncture, I mean, Oviedo's got to do everything he can to keep the game close. It's teetering right now. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to third, and Durbin behind the bag gloves to second for 1. Marcelo will not make the relay throw. Nice job there by Durbin, about 15 feet behind the bag, so they get the forced at second for out number 2.
Yeah, a lot of thoughts in your head as a third baseman on this play. If it's hit over the bag, it's something you have to think about before it happens. Can you go to, is it close enough to go to third for the forced play and then the double play? Made the right choice there, but it's a little deeper down the line. His only play was to get the force out at second.
So here now, Christian Walker. Speaking of right choices, Marcelo always makes the proper call. There's just no reason to make that throw, and he just calmly put it in his pocket. Here now, Walker. Pitch outside. Oviedo was really wobbly in spring training. I mean, he had some flashes. He'd have 3 innings that were good, and then he'd lose command, kind of fall apart. But after making 9 starts with the Pirates last year, he's got to adjust to this kind of a role coming in the middle of an inning. 1-0. He's a massive human being. Pitch way outside. Born in La Habana in Cuba. He's 28 years old. I mean, it's amazing. He's linked at the hip to Aroldis Chapman, and sometimes he kind of makes Chapman look a little bit like normal sized.
It's hard to do.
2-0. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, that's something to think about, too. That's a good point. Is, you know, for a guy that can have control problems, curious to see how this goes in this completely different role coming in mid-game out of the pen.
2-1. Pitch. High fly, foul on the third base side. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. Defected from Cuba at 15 years old, then lived in Ecuador and the DR before he came to Jacksonville, Florida at the age of 18. He is a gentle giant. He's got a little twinkle in his eye. Fun guy to be around. Oviedo. 2-2. Love a good pitch here. Comes home. And it was a beauty. On the outside corner. Nice slider. And the inning is over. That's impressive. Suarez gives up a leadoff homer to the moon. And the Red Sox get out of it with some good defense. We go to the 6th inning. 4-0 Astros. It'll be Meyer, Narvaez, and Cedon after this. On the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
He's in a jam, and the pitching coach is headed out to the mound.
You okay, kid?
Coach, you ever think about your financial future?
Yeah, but not with the bases loaded in a full count.
Fair point.
Plus, there's Mass Mutual.
So, I should look into Mass Mutual?
Absolutely.
Can I borrow your phone? I left mine in my locker.
Yeah, but maybe after the game.
Another fair point, Coach.
Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Ugh, not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm gonna take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For JD Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys have been Boston's go-to injury attorneys for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you've got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. That's 617-777-7777.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Marcelo Meyer takes a pitch, called a strike on the outside corner. And we're underway in the top of the 6th. Sox are just dying to get anything going. I'm not sure that was a strike, but you're never going to challenge in that spot. 0-1. Outside by a lot. And it's 1-1.
Listen to this from our buddy Red Sox Stats on Twitter.
He's back.
Or X, whatever you want to call it, that thing. Red Sox starting pitchers have gotten 28 whiffs on 153 pitches. That's 18%.
Yeah. 1-1 to Myers, a ball.
So far, league average starters, 28%. Sox ranked 28th, just ahead of the White Sox and the Cardinals.
Well, that's the coin of the realm in baseball these days. 2-1. Pitch to Marcelo is a strike. And look, we knew that the Red Sox built this staff outside of Crochet to kind of be contact-oriented, including Bayo tomorrow. We're excited to see him, but he has sort of transformed a little bit. He's gotten more swing and miss. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Marcelo chops one on the right side. It might shoot through. Correa, though, glove spins, throws to first, and it's in time. What a play by Carlos Correa, who I'm sure Marcelo sort of idolized growing up. There are a lot of similarities physically, and Correa showed him how it's done and robs Marcelo. The Red Sox are waiting for the video room. I thought from here the throw did beat him, and they will not look.
That was unbelievable. I thought that was through 100%. Correa got to this about 8 feet into the outfield grass.
Ooh.
Little pirouette. Throw right on the money to Walker. Gets him by a quarter step.
But there is a reason that in today's baseball, everybody wants to miss bats. You just invite bad luck when you don't. Here's Carlos Narvaez, who has one of the Red Sox 2 hits. Abreu the other here. He takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Just looking to get anything going. Correa's defense had fallen off a little bit. You would never know it there. 1-0. Narvaez almost has another one. He fouls it off on the first base side. Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Plus, I take that point. I love that account. Great information. It is the 4th game of the year. 1-1. Pitch is a foul. He tried to stop his swing. It came way up and in on him. I think they expect Connolly early to get a lot of whiff.
Yeah.
Eventually, Sonny Gray. I mean, he's not exactly going to blow you away, but Red Sox trailing 4-0 in the 6th inning in Houston. Just 2 base runners all night long. 1-2. Carlos chops it foul. He's only needed 71 pitches
In no world did I expect McCullers to look like this.
No.
And at some point, you have to kind of tip your cap to him. He's done his job.
1-2. Pitch. He swung on and missed. That was way, way outside. He's in the Red Sox heads right now. That's 8 strikeouts and 2 down for Cedon.
He's done a really good job of not only mixing pitches, but just getting ahead and putting himself in position to make those chase pitches. And these Red Sox hitters know how many strikes he's throwing. They're in swing mode.
Well, they're seeing something on the field. It might be Altuve. Joe Espada's coming out of the dugout. Correa and Altuve come together, and I think Altuve is feeling something out there. I don't know whether it's just like exhaustion or something. He's got his hat up on his head like he's a little dizzy.
Yeah. You're going to have to do the lip reading on this. I don't habla.
Not much was said. How do you say it?
He's smiling now.
That's all right. He's going to remain. Here comes Cedon trying to just generate anything positive at the moment. You know, this game is so different than the last 2 in Cincinnati because the Red Sox had base runners. They had traffic. They just didn't get the big hit. This thing has just been silent.
No chances.
Here's Rafaela. Bounced into a double play his last time, and he pops up the first pitch. Behind short. Correa, much easier play here. He's got it. Easy does it for McCullers. This has just been a demolition. Bottom 6, 4-0 Astros. Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. Spring training is finally over. Baseball season is officially here, and if you've been losing weight, getting healthier, hitting goals this year, come celebrate with Awaken 180 at the Baseball Isn't Boring Best Shape of My Life Club party, Tuesday, March 31st. Join me, former Red Sox pitcher Rich Hill, and other special guests at Cisco Brewers Fenway from 6 to 8 p.m. It's our Red Sox pregame party, a chance to celebrate all that hard work, all the progress, and all the health goals that you reached or plan to reach this year. With food, Baseball Isn't Boring swag, giveaways, and even Red Sox tickets. And here's the best part. Just because the season started doesn't mean you've missed your chance. Make this party your launching point and start dropping weight and reaching your goals with Awaken 180. Go to awaken180weightloss.com to get started. Then come see us Tuesday, March 31st at Cisco Brewers Fenway from 6 to 8 p.m. Be there.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions may not be disseminated as Oviedo fires the first pitch that's ripped inside the third base bag. Almost hits the ball boy carrying off the wall. Cam Smith around first. Roman picks it up dead on the ground in left. And it's a leadoff double for Cam Smith. This has been as one-sided of a game as we've seen in a while. So leadoff double. By the way, it can't be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI, Will Middlebrooks, and the Boston Red Sox.
That's right.
Get on your laptop. Start.
I'm on it.
Queuing it up.
Trying to find a exit velo on that double for you.
What do you think, 105?
102.
All right.
Way off.
A little off. It was loud, that's for sure. Here's Jake Myers. 2 tonight. Oviedo throws. Bunt attempt for a hit down the third baseline, but foul. It was not a sacrifice attempt in any way. Myers, speedy guy.
Yeah, Durbin playing back. Good idea.
You were reading the Spiral Ham read from Shaw's. Easter Sunday coming up.
That's right.
What are the Middlebrooks family Easter traditions? Any foods that are on the table every Easter?
Yeah, typical stuff.
Yeah.
Got to do like some specialty like deviled eggs in there.
Ooh. Bacon on top.
Ooh, a little crumbled bacon. Ham, mashed potatoes, green beans, you know, the specialties.
0-1. outside. I love a good deviled egg. I always like any kind of like cheesy potato or grit too. My mom would make killer cheese
You
grits.
like grits?
I do.
I grew up on grits. That's a Southern thing.
It is. Well, my mom grew up in Virginia, and she makes awesome grits. 1-1 to Jake Myers. 4-0 Astros, way outside. Down here, a lot of people will like go to the old KC Hall, get barbecue chickens, put those on the table with the ham and all the fixins.
Yep.
And, I mean, almost any holiday is a license to put a brisket on the grill.
Sure.
I know you have a specialty rub, 2-1.
Yeah.
Pitch is a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Myers will watch Anthony come up, and Smith will hold at third. How long do you let your brisket sort of marinate in foil before you put that baby on the grill?
You know, honestly, if it's a big one, I like to inject it. Make my own little injection. Little beef broth.
I love that.
This year I didn't. I trimmed it so I got all the fat off it, and I rendered it down and used actually some of its own beef tallow inside of it. It was phenomenal. But it was like a 15, 16-hour smoke.
Love it. Here's Yainer Diaz. Red Sox have to bring the infield in, trailing by 4. Pitch is skied into right center field. Got a chance, but certainly deep enough to get the run home. Smith tags. Cedon makes the play. Smith comes home. Sac fly. 5-0 Astros. I mean, that's 3 balls hit really hard off of Oviedo in this inning.
Just not missing bats, you know, and that's kind of who you thought he was based off of what he did last year.
Here comes Bryce Matthews, who hit one into some grills in straightaway center field. That thing was just demolished his last time. Bryce Matthews squares the bunt, takes back, and it's a strike. That was something I also learned coming down here to Texas. People do that with their Thanksgiving turkeys, too, inject them with all kinds of stuff.
Garlic butter. That's what I do.
I like that you make your own. It was a little weird to me. I mean, I've been to all these things, and sometimes people like go to like the hunting store, and there's all this basting fluid on the shelves. Here's a high fly ball into center field. Cedon, though, glides back and makes the play. And there are 2 down. Like, you just sort of wonder how long that stuff's been sitting there before it goes into your Thanksgiving bird.
That's why I make my own.
That's it.
That's it.
I like that you're reducing it to use it.
It's too good not to.
Speaking of all these Thanksgiving, rather Easter conversations, just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham Bone-In, 99 cents a pound. Middlebrooks will come make a basting sauce for you as Altuve takes a pitch outside for ball 1. I find that sausage tastes better down here in Texas. And they want to look. The Astros do. I thought the hand got to the bag before the tag was on.
I thought it did as well. He did a good job, Marcelo did, of getting the tag on the foot.
Yeah, he's safe. Don't you think?
Oh, man. I don't know. The top of Marcelo's hand might have gotten the bottom of the cleat just before the fingers got down. That was actually a lot closer than I thought it originally was. So many times you see throws on the first base side of second base where the runner looks like he's beating the throw, but if you're able to get the ball there and get the tag down quick.
See, I think he's safe. I think Marcelo just missed him on the way by. The left hand got the bag before the tag went on the back of the spikes, I think.
You just like to argue with me is what it is. I'm with you. I don't know if it's definitive. Let's see if this look. Let's see. The back of his glove right there.
Oh, maybe he got the toe. Maybe.
See, the toe got the back of Marcelo's hand.
Yeah.
That's going to make it close. Right there.
But then, yeah.
And that look right there, it looked like he got it.
And it has to be 100% to overturn it.
Right. Now, let's see.
Close. I mean, you could definitely see them.
I think he's out.
Having this be either a call that stands or maybe even confirmed. They got angles in New York we don't always have.
Well, that's not fair.
Well, they also have the strike zone box on the televisions at home, too. We don't get that anymore. Oviedo's going to wait. He's hoping for the right result here. It's already 5-0 Astros. That'd be an important throw by Narvaez to sort of stem the tide. How great is his transfer and throwing been already?
Myers got, it had no business being close. Myers got such a good jump.
And I think they're getting word from New York right now. Mark Wegner, the crew chief. Indeed, here we go. We're about to get the call.
After review, the call in the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Houston will lose their chance.
Told you.
You were always right.
Yep, I know. You'll learn.
We'll baste. We'll marinate.
Maybe inject some runs this next inning.
Let's do it. Whatever it takes. We'll be back for the 7th inning. 5-0 Astros on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
Just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. Shaws and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Hey, it's Roman Anthony. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Well, Roman will lead it off in the 7th. Man alive, do the Red Sox need something to get going. Trailing 5-0, the pitch to Anthony. Outside. Well, this is their 3rd look at him, but I'm not sure that'll benefit. I mean, you made the right point earlier. Last year, 2nd and especially 3rd time seeing a starter, the Red Sox offense was phenomenal. This guy, McCullers, has been great. 1-0. Strike on the outside corner.
If you told me this morning, we're having breakfast, you say McCullers is going to go into the 7th, I would have driven you straight to a clinic.
Yeah, no kidding.
Get you a little, let you see a doctor.
I need that for a number of reasons. 1-1 to Roman Anthony. Here's the pitch, and it is ripped on the ground hard to his left. Altuve gloves and throws to first in time. That's one of those hard ground balls from Anthony. Love to see him get the ball in the air. That was 101 off the bat. And one down for Trevor. Arbella Insurance Foundation, as we told you, dedicated to striking out cancer. We want to remind you to stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full lineup of Goosebumps on your Goosebumps. One down for Trevor. He struck out twice tonight. Here he fouls it just straight back, and it's 0-1. I mean, 2 for 18 with 9 strikeouts.
He did shave in a mustache. He said, look, I'm trying to switch things up. I respect it.
Anything to get it going, the 0-1. That's a good take. Fastball high. You were probably, there's no probably about it. You were an enormously superstitious player, weren't you?
No, I was a little stitious.
Little stitious. Did you mess with your facial hair to get going?
Sometimes, yeah.
1-1. Here's a line drive down the left field line. Keep the stash going. Story is around first. He is going to try for second. The throw is going to beat him. That's just the way it's gone. He doesn't think so. He think he beat him with a swim move slide. Either way, whether he's safe or not, I'm just not sure it's worth the risk there.
I'm with you. You just need base runners. They're going to challenge that. It was a heck of a slide attempt to get around that tag from Altuve.
Boston is challenging the out at second base.
He is such an awesome athlete. Did he avoid the tag? Yes, he did. That's awesome.
Oh, my God.
That's incredible.
Now, did he stay on? Yes, he did. And now, see, it's hard for the second baseman because his back is to the runner when the throw is coming from the left field corner like that.
He just pulled that left hand back, spun his body away, through the tunnel, and got the bag with his right hand.
I pulled an oblique and a pec just watching that move.
And at this point, what do you have to lose? I mean, Trevor is such a heady player, and I know he's struggling. He's trying to get things going. For me, you're down 5 runs. He made it, so all's well that ends well, assuming they do overturn. And he was 100% certain with the Mutombo finger wag.
Altuve got the tag on his chest, but, I mean, it was a split second off of that right hand. Just got the corner.
At the review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe.